This is YouTube, YouTube. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about SSN and SS4 again and again and again until you get it right. We have to realize we don't have to pay as much tax as we do. But that's going to be up to you to play the game to win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. We don't have to pay as much tax as we think we have to. Well, it depends how you line it up. You see, we got rules and tools, and that's what we have to understand something. If we play the game today, we could actually win the game of business. Let's understand something. Years and years ago, I got the millionaire status. I actually got the billionaire status. But that's corporate structure because me, I don't want to own anything. I want to control it all. And I don't want to pay as much tax as you do today. You see, the problem is your setup. I'm going to say your setup, I don't like it because what happens is you pay more tax than you have to. We got a lot of silly people out there thinking they're coaches. They're not. I've been saying Lana County since I can walk. You know what I like to do? I need to understand how it works. I dissect the pieces. So today you're going to write down SS5. Now. Come on. Here's our problem. You didn't realize that mommy signed that form for you. You got born at the hospital. What happened to do? Mommy signed the SS5 form for you. The IRS get the bond is 35 million apiece. Wow. I have not heard from. Well, did you call? Did you do anything else? I mean, all you have to do is DM us. Why don't you call me direct today? Okay, instead of going on live, saying nobody's call me back. All right, the reality is very simple. We're here 6 days a week, so guess what? DM me. I'll call you personally. I'll put you in check because I don't believe you. Okay, our system automatically calls you as well if you don't know that. The AIs and everything else. We call people back all the time. The system calls, we call everything else. So guess what? We're going to put you in check today. So guess what? I'm going to make you an example how you pull a doo-doo. Isn't that terrible of me? See, I'm going to make sure you understand every one of you. The SS5 form. I don't pay as much tax as you do because you have a problem. The lack of knowledge is how we set this up. Understand what this means. If we realize that mommy signed that form right there, that form's an SS5 form. That is an IRS form. Mommy signed it at the hospital because she's federally mandated to do so. So you got a release from the hospital as a baby. Mama signed the form right there. This allows the IRS to bond us. Understand? We are bonded by the IRS, their government, the moment we were born, and the moment they had that time of life when we pass, they actually cancel the bond. See, I had to go through that process as well when I died in coma in 2009. So understand something. I had to prove I was still alive. I had to go to court. Isn't that fun? So let's play. Here's the SS5 form mommy signed for you. The application, what, for Social Security card when you were born. And then mommy probably gave you when you're 14, 18 years old. 14 is 18, so you got a job. Okay, let's watch. The application for Social Security cards right here. What we're going to do is very simple. Let's understand right here. The adults sign it now. If you're 18, understand something. Do not sign it unless you have a job till you're 18. Got it so far? Now, here's the problem. Today, mommy signed the form. You got a job. That means you transfer the ability for the employer to tax your paycheck. You gave permission to your job as a W 2 to make sure they tax you. And that's how it works today. Understand? So if we play this game, remember it says do not laminate, do not carry with you, do not use for ID purposes. Write it down. It's right there. Okay, do not laminate again, no ID purposes. If we looked at the Fair Lending Act today, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you could reverse the process of bad credit. That does not take you off the hook of paying your debts. So you could reverse the process of negative credit if you wanted to. So understand what happens very simple today. Okay, we're going to understand how we connect our dots. We're taxed on our paycheck the moment we get our check. So mommy signs the form, you get a job, you put that on the application, they record it, and they tax your paycheck then when we get your check. The IRS got permission from you and mommy together to tax your paycheck. You got the leftover. You thought you're going to get $1,000 check, hypothetically, and they gave you 728. Then you went home to your spouse and go, "What did I do?" You went to the employer. Go, "What did they do to me? They taxed my check money. Honey. They took our money." Well, then all you have to do is fix your problem. The only write-off we really have is our house. We used to have write-offs, so we used to write it for credit cards, interest rates, schools, this, that, car. I mean, we used to write it all off. Cole, I hope I'm behind you in the line. Okay, well, the reality is very simple, Larry. All right, you gotta have some fun to these, right? I don't know if you're like Cole's great. I love Cole. Every time you all he says, "Good morning, everybody." Well, Cole's great. Everybody else understand. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, Christy, how you doing today? Hey, Mindy, how you doing? Okay, I love these people. Jimmy's is here all the time. Okay, I love the fact he's always there. All right, helping me. All you people are. I love it. I've been on TikTok now for 29 weeks. How am I doing so far? I got about 65, 66,000 followers. Excuse me, 75,000 to 76,000 followers. I don't know if that's good or bad. See, I didn't like TikTok in the beginning, to be honest with you. What happens is very simple. Just, I want someone to tell me something I don't know, and I want to find a real coach. So again, I'm just getting used to it after 20 weeks. Sorry. I've been writing checks for millions and millions of dollars. I wrote a check once for $10 million because I'm nationwide on radio and TV, and that's okay. We get to have fun. So guess what? So if you listen and learn today, I'd like you to connect your dots. Is that okay? So if we understand something to be paycheck, I want you to understand your paycheck could actually be given to an SS4 if your employer allows that to be as an independent contractor. There's no such thing as independent contractor unless it's corp to corp. So let's understand with this. Our paycheck is taxed. We got stuck that way. Social Security card is what? SS5 mommy filled out the form. You got your SSN 1040 tax return. The only true write-off we have left is a house. If you have a house payment, you can recycle that money they took and get it back on your tax return. That's how it works. Now, by the way, I'm the coach for Carlton Sheets people, Dave Delgado and Russ Dobby. I was coaching coaches. It's like anything else that we had our company in Utah called PEI. We're coaching all the coaches, and that's what happened. See, I have this weird thing. I have an IQ off the chart, and I memorize almost everything. They say two recall kind of crap. But then what happens? I end up stuttering sometimes, and it's embarrassing. So I'm sorry if I stuttered today because both sides got ay 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 ay. I have to make sense. I used to rhyme too. So if we learn to play the game, we can learn to win. Now remember, I want you to master the SS4 form. So I want you to compare IRS form SS5, okay, SS4, right there, okay. Here's a way you can understand the rich and famous people, or even myself, get paid through tax ID. There's no debt or there's no tax due to your profitable. So if we receive all our money through the SS4, there's no tax due until we're profitable. Then we pay tax on profit and loss. If we have the debt, it offsets the taxes anyway. So borrow money does not tax us. We have to understand something. When you started your business, you probably used your personal credit to start the what? Your LLC, your LLP, your C corp, your nonprofit, your PC, something like this. Guess what happens? Okay, now that's okay to start it, but understand something, please. In the link tree below, you get articles for free. All right, I had attorneys give me crap for years because I've been giving corporations articles for free for 50 years. When you hire an attorney or CPA, the attorney's practicing law trying to get it right anyway, and then CPA or the corporate service. So I've been giving them for free for 50 years, and people got mad at me. They, don't give it for free. We charge $5,000 for a piece of paper. See, some of you actually want to spend money and didn't learn to squat. Good morning, Ronnie. How you doing today? Good morning, everybody. Got to play. We understand we have a problem. Here's our problem. It's called countdown. I want you to focus on something today. I'm going to give you the tax ID. I'm going to give you, all right, like this shirt, man. Okay, well, my son actually kind of liked it. I know he saw it in the catalog and he ordered it for me years ago. I don't wear it that often. I have a red one too. He actually picked that, and sometimes people pick on it on social media. So hopefully it's okay today. All right, it's kind of bright. It's like, yeah, it's like a peach. Anyway, it's really not my color, but guess what? I got to make him happy. He's my son. I got 6 kids and a beautiful queen. We're going to make them all happy. Okay, what happens is simple. I'm going to give you the tax IDs. I want if you don't have a corporates in the link tree. And if you don't have divisions, I'm going to help you do that too. And then I'm going to help you build credit. Then I'm going to put you in an escrow, one of my escrows. We've lined up literally about $5 billion of escrows coming up. So guess what happens? I got 5. Okay, what I don't know what that means. I like it. Good. Thank you. Okay. Well, hopefully, because I'm, my wife, she's the queen. At the light, she'll say green go. She thinks it's funny after 21 years of marriage. She's a crazy Colombian, so she's just having fun. Green go, okay? So again, what happens? Melting. The green are melting. That's what she would say. Today's our problem. It's June 11th, okay? What we have to realize is we have to get this second quarter closed with all the pieces in place, okay? Looks like good. All right. Thank you. Okay, kids. Well, kids are great. All right. If I didn't have my children and my wife, I'd be bored. I mean, I have everything I want. Okay, literally everything. And what happens for me, I just want to just help people. And that's always been my desire and push to help people to change lives. I want them to know the truth. And the bottom line is most people don't tell them the truth because they don't know it themselves. If we take the SS4 form today and we write down, all right, 26 ways to use it and not abuse it, well, that's what I told Ted Turner. All right, when I had to explain how I got all those credit cards in the mail. We have $100,000 of credit cards came in the mail. Remember, 70s and 80s, part of the 90s, it came in the mail and said just activate the card. Okay, very simple. Okay, sure, it looks fabulous on you. Okay, I'm trying to do my best. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. So here's our problem: understanding how to receive money under the tax ID. If your employer would actually pay a company versus you, then you could transfer all your money coming to you into the SS4, no taxes due to, we're profitable. I explained to Ted Turner years and years ago, there's 26 ways to use this form, not abuse it. So you might want to write it down for yourself too. 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. What does this mean? All I know is the SS4 form was set up here, and then we compared it to the SS5. This is where you're taxed, and this is where you use your credit score because you're using your SS what? N, which is the SSN and the SS5 to get your credit score, and you don't need to do that, but it's your choice. Okay, the difference is under the Fair Lending Act, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, this is what we get to do. You could actually, and as I showed somebody here, you could change your name if you wanted to legally in court if you have a reason to do so to start basically a new credit file. That does not stop your debt, okay? So maybe you had identity theft or something like this because a lot of people do that. What happens when your friends and family kind of steal your identity? Not nice, but it happens. The SS4 form is the application for employer identification number, EIN. So we had to look at EIN, SS4, tax ID, whatever you want to call the thing, it's the same thing. Your company here has that for your parent company. What you have to focus is to dissect the form. If you dissect the form, you'll find 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. Here it says legal name of entity. In 1974, I created the division process as a concept, and in 1984 it became in law in all 50 states. Understand division process. Your banks understand it as well. So if I have a tax ID for my parent company, and that's what I have today, all right, Bank of America will open me up one bank account. Literally, if I have 18 divisions, give me 18 bank accounts. See, each bank account's entitled to a line of credit up to 150. This is under the Fair Lending Act. Banks must loan money if it's correctly done the right way and you line it up. So there's 26 ways to use it, not abuse it, and that's the ultimate goal. So Bank of America will actually give you a bank account per division with no tax ID for the division, which is kind of nice. All right, there's four banks to play with. The difference is Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, US Bank, and B of A, of course. So what happens is this line of credit you would get. This would be the line of credit you'd want to start and run your business from. See, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you took your personal credit to start your business. I'll give you that. That's okay. But if you build corporate credit, you can finance the business. That's the goal. All right. Borrow money is not taxable. Okay. It all says taxes. So if I use borrow money to finance the business, I didn't steal it from my family. I don't need to bring the pain home. Unfortunately, most of you, sorry to say, you've been stealing money from your family. Your credit scores are and you're trying to figure out how to get there. I'm going to set up your credit file for you. If you allow me, I'll set up the report for Experian, Trend, and Equifax business reports. I established that working with TRW as a consultant in '87. So if you like, I'll set up your divisions. I'll help you do all your pieces. I'll actually put you in one of my escrows, and I'll change your life and hand you some money if you want to. But it's up to you as well. You can learn how to play the game. So what happens is the SS4 form right here allows us entity. If you'd write down 18 entities, that would give you 18 sets of credit files and give you 18 chances to try. That means you can finance your business without hurting your family. The other thing it says right here, company name or division name can be right here. Entity. I focus on 18 because numbers never lie to me. I've never been lied by numbers because I study law and accounting. Numbers lie never. People lie all the time, unfortunately. So numbers don't lie to me. 18 divisions creates, listen very carefully, 100,000 of income per month. If I have 18 divisions, I have 100,000 a month income, and then I can actually get a paycheck off of that LLC or LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC. So I want a paycheck. But again, I don't pay a paycheck until I want here entity. Now watch here. It also says or individual person. If you're a person, you're entitled to 3 of these. It's called division of myself, division of me. You can call it division of you, division of me, division of myself. Okay, it's very simple. So basically, I created a division process. It's right here on the SS4 form, and this became basically in place in 84. Now, if we look at your name being there, remember I said there's 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. So if I have 18 divisions, I'm literally guaranteed if I do my job, $100,000 of income per month. And if I'm an entrepreneur, unfortunately, I'm trying to do something and it didn't work because I'm actually running out of money. You run out of money because you didn't finance it through the business. I don't understand to this day why you're using your personal money to finance a business when it can get its own credit files right away. I establish this for people all the time. Now, watch what happens next. This is banking and credit purposes. So if we took the SS4 form today, all right, it files an 1120 with or without activity. So what happens is every tax ID would have its own credit file. So you have the ability to create this. Understand, your parent company, $250,000 credit line, credit cards, whatever you get, and then we have 3 divisions. If you allow me to establish your divisions for you, I'll establish the Experian, Trezor, and Equifax for you, and that way you have the credit file. I'll also take credit to help you, all right, daisy chain credit. What does this mean? You see, unfortunately, most of you scroll and go wee all the day long, and that's the problem. Instead of that, why don't we look at 1,200 cards? You see, all right, I built $60 billion of credit for my clients over these years, last 50 years. I'm online 6 days a week or in person, have been for 50 years. I'm the original coach out there in the first place, and I'm the guy that set up the credit system. Look up through the history. I'm the consultant for TRW. I came up with the oldest credit card, fluctuation at 29%. And then I help establish what's called basically wrapper rescore, wrapper refresh. This is 1,200 cards. If you'd like me to take my history to help you daisy chain credit, let me know. I'll do that for you too. You see, I'm the real coach that's going to get you where you want to go if you want. If you want to get that $100,000 a month income for your LLC, your LLP, your C Corp, your nonprofit PC, I'll do the work with you for you. All right, I'll train you personally how to do it yourself too. So again, we don't have any excuses because guess what? I'm going to teach you how to do everything yourself while I do it for you anyway. So again, we're going to have $1 million in American Express cards. Okay, we're going to take Chase Bank and we're going to have 350,000 on in cards. We're going to turn around and make sure we understand our personal credit because we're not bringing the pain home again. You're going to have a what's called checkbook money to your organization. So I'm going to do the work with you for you. If you want, I'll do it all for you. I'll just hand you the damn keys to your location because the reality is you have no excuses. Okay, I've put over 39 million people in business in a Puppet Master Club. 39 million. Okay, you might want to join the Puppet Master Club for yourself, but it's up to you too. See, we have the ability to change our lives if we want to. It's a choice. It's not easy. If we look at our personal credit today, like I said, I help establish this what for TRW. Let's understand something. TRW was Thomas Raymond Woolridge in the 70s and 80s. They got into information business and they actually eventually we became a Experian. You've heard of Experian, right? The #1 credit agency in the world. I was just a consultant. All right, I'm in a meeting with all these consultants in 77. Okay, so 1977, I'm in a meeting. What's happening? It's very simple. All right, they're asking questions. What should we do? And we're setting up the information database. My first thing is I'm a person that takes over the room. I'm a very quiet person. I stay to myself. I don't like people because people just hurt the hell out of me. I was used abuse as a kid, born in a taxi, stuck in a damn trash can. I'm seeing kind of open up to the TikTok because it seems people need some help and I want to help them. So it's simple. At the meeting, they asked everybody, what do you think? First thing I said is, why don't we use the oldest credit card? Then I said, why don't we have fluctuation? Back then we used dots. Today we put stickies in the back of our credit cards. You see, everybody out there, if you do credit repair in your credit repair company, please just make sure you're registered in the Attorney General's office. Because if you're not, you're actually committing a felony and a fraud. It's against federal law, be credit repair, unless you are basically licensed and bonded is what it says in the law. It's public record. Again, you have the ability to change your life if you truly want to. For those who have credit repair companies, or even for you, every one of you, why don't you download an HR 9991? Let's understand what we could actually do with the rules and tools. So again, I came up with the oldest credit card back then. Then I said fluctuation. Let's use 29% as a goal. If you're your credit repair, quit saying 30. It's never been 30. I mean, any silly person, if you look at the law in the county, look at me and find out and you do your research about Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit, or Pastor Reynolds, or hey, you, or Dr. Reynolds, that's me. It's 29%. 29% is green. 30 is actually yellow. Okay, even on the credit reports, it shows that. So if you did it right, okay, 50% it's red. So if you're jacked up on your cards, there's your problem. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's neat. I haven't seen that before. I think once maybe. So if we're jacked up, understand, I lost my job today. What's my first thing? Not to panic. I'm going to get on the dashboard to all my credit cards and call them. I'm going to increase all my limits now. I have to buy time. It's time, money, and credit. If you jack up the wrong card, your score went to crap, which 80% of you did. Ah, that's what you did. See, what happens is 29%. Remember, all cards fluctuate, but two. Okay? If you look at the cards here, it's very simple. All right, they don't fluctuate. If I had to jack up a card, it would be an Amex, all right, gold or platinum, because they don't fluctuate. So I could jack these up to $1 million, and my score would never drop below 750. Again, that's called safety credit as well. That would give you up to 100,000 of safety credit for your family. See, I don't know if you're like me. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a man. My job is to take care of the family or die. That's my job as a man. Very simple. I don't want to be a husband. That's a man who was married that got divorced because he kept screwing things up. A husband is not going to be a husband. By the way, these are my wife's cards. Here's my cards. Identical. Why? We have separate credit. I understand. My queen has everything she ever wanted because that's my job as a man to spoil her. I created my first $1 million at 15 years old in the bank. See, you might want to do some damn research and realize winning the game of business was written by me at 14 years old. When I invented Car Finder at 12 and a half. I got my first billionaire structure at 21. So if you like a $1 million structure or a billionaire, let me know. I'll have you join my Puppet Master Club. You'll stop bringing the pain home. See, the reality is the lack of knowledge is our dumbness. We're not dumb people. Unfortunately, we follow dumb all the time. So guess what? Because you're wanting a bunch of this. This hasn't been money since 1977. In August in 77, Nixon took the gold standard out. How do you join your DM me right here? DM about DM. Follow, follow, follow. Share, share, share. Tap the screen 1,000 times. We have a system. You don't want to call him right now because nobody's here besides me. See, I'm up every day at 1 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. I don't have any BS excuse for me. See, I do the job of 10. I've done it all my life. I get my 3 hour sleep. That's all I need. And I'm just having fun. If you listen and learn today, I'll build you divisions. I'll build you a corporation. I'll hand you the damn business and you'll join my coaching programs. And on top of that, I'll put you in the damn escrow. And I'll explain escrow to you too. So if you want your life changed today, just listen to me. I have 39 million people in a Puppet Master Club. That's banking and credit purposes. Remember, you're taxed because of the SS5 mommy signed. All right, that's why your paycheck's taxed when you get your check. And where's my money? Recycle your house payment, get it back. This is the SS4 application for employer identification number. There's your LLC, your LLP, your C Corp, your S Corp, your nonprofit PC, whatever you have today, it's okay. You don't have it, it's in the link tree, it's free. It's free to everybody. I've given it for life, I mean for 50 years. Legal name of entity. That allows me, my person, my corporation, my entity, LLC, to get 18 divisions. 18 divisions guarantees me if I do my job, listen, it's great. Numbers never lie. It guarantees an income to the organization of 100,000 a month. Guaranteed. It's not hard to do. But again, you have to stop scrolling. You have to pay attention. Well, that's the ultimate goal for you. Now, again, entity 18 guarantees me. Write it down. $100,000 a month income to the organization. Guaranteed. It's easy to do. It's easy. So 18, your parent company, 18 divisions, entities that would have the division process here, guarantees up to 100,000. I'll say up to because some of you might be lazy. It's easy. It gives guarantees even more than that. Now, or individual person. If I'm a person and I don't like having crappy credit, I'm allowed to put my name on 3 of those. I can establish a business report under tax ID called Asperian Transfer and Equifax, which I helped establish with TRW in 1984, became Asperian. Again, it's a choice. As we play this game, let's watch. This is banking and credit purposes. That's what it is. So every entity is entitled to its own credit file. We can basically do something SS4 again. What do? We compare the two. The SS5 form is application to Social Security card. Mommy signed the form. You went and got a job because she handed you the SS4, the SSN card right here, and you gave it to the employer. The moment you did that, the employer taxed your paycheck because you transferred the ability for them to tax your check. Okay, that's just how it works. So you gave permission to the employer as a W-2 employee, all right, to tax your paycheck. So you get it back on the SSN 1040 tax return. You'd have to have a house payment. Don't have it, I hope you get a house. Okay, no problem. I'll give you all your solutions, not a problem at all. Your parent company here is application, employee identification number, EIN. Here again, it's the legal name of entity. It's 18 divisions or independent you. So you could have your own file under business credit. It's a Asperian Transfer and Equifax. It's up to you as well. Again, I explained this to Ted Turner. All right, when they found out I got 100,000 credit came in the mail. If you did your homework, you'd find out in 1969, I'm the one who started Helping Hand Industries. Now, here's the law. It's public record. I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but I'm here to explain to you so some common sense so you can actually change your life if you want to. Right now, you're stealing money from your family to start your business. I'll give you that. When you do that to run your business, I'm sorry, I don't like that. I think that's the dumbest thing you do, and you're not a dumb person. You're highly intelligent. God has put you here today. Okay, understand something. God is great, always, always, all the time, always good. Understand, Father, I ask you to bless these people, open their ears, their eyes, and their minds, and write it down. Let them focus today to change their life today because they can. Unfortunately, they have the same rerun every day. They do the same thing again and again. Let's give them another direction, Father, in Jesus' name, amen. Please. There's the law. It's public record. I learned this at 7 years old, listening to a silly poker game at Mrs. Hope's house, who's using and abusing the hell out of me, and no one gave a damn. No one gave a damn that I was born in a taxi and mommy stuck me in a freaking trash can. It sucks, but it pissed me off enough to learn to get out of hell. There's the law. If you would want to change your life, you could today. There's no BS besides you scrolling and not paying attention. That's how it works. Read it, shape it, make a picture, please. If you took today and you understood money, time, and credit. I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have credit. I'm screwed up, I'm backed in a corner. Most of you are. Unfortunately, you've actually brought the pain on 10 times, gentlemen. All right, ladies, it's an average of 4 times. So a man is screwed up. No, he hasn't screwed up. He tried to run a business. He ran out of money. So 10 times you brought the pain home. Ladies, you did it 4 times. This is how it works. This is numbers. Numbers never lie to me. Only people do. So if we do it correctly, we can learn how to play the game. Let's watch. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. Okay, got it so far? There's chapter 18, public record. I learned this at 7.5 years old. I wanted out of hell. Now, what you're going to do is compare. I want you to pay attention very detailed. The SS5 form is SSN Social Security card. Okay, you got your job. You can actually change your name today if you wanted to, legally in court if you had a reason to, like identity theft. That would start a new credit file. That does not stop your obligation to pay your bills. Now, again, you got the job, so what happens? They tax your paycheck. You got the leftover. The SS4 form here, we're going to compare the two. Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service. You know, that's IRS. So the SS4 is not taxed until you make a profit. So again, we're not taxable till we're profitable. We can use corporate credit to finance the business and offset the tax. Corporations have all the write-offs, and we have diddly squat. So what do we do? Now let's understand the SS4 form now. Let's compare. We have to compare. We have to understand this so we can actually understand how to talk to somebody, because you keep hiring CPAs and attorneys and they don't teach you crap. They don't teach you dilly squat, which is ridiculous because you're a man, you're a woman, you got to man up, woman up, understand how this works. It's about damn time you do that. It's like, ay, 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 I don't get it. The SS4 is application for your parent company. Entities right here, entity or individual person. So if you understand something, I'm sorry, you brought the pain home. Men, you did it 10 times. Ladies, you did it 4 times. Let's understand. If we have to realize something, I want you to write it down. I want you to be serious about this. I want you to be dead serious. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corporate, my family. Write it down. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my LLC or my corporation or my family. You keep bringing the pain home. You got to stop that crap. It's ridiculous. Why do you do that? Because you're lacking knowledge. Your setup sucks. Your foundation, you don't have a foundation. You have you using your personal money to finance the business and start it. This is ridiculous. I want to hand you lines of credit from the bank. I'm going to hand you blueprint loans from American Express. I'm going to hand you Chase cards with no interest up to 22 months. I'm going to rebuild your whole life my way. So get ready to have your life change because me, I'm taking control if you allow me to. I'll build it all for you. I don't have a damn excuse. Your excuses, you're good. They're done. Now, there's bankruptcy. Petition for bankruptcy. Now, pay attention because we have to plan the problem. We have to plan the problem. If we don't plan the problem, we get our assets kicked. You didn't plan the problem, so your credit sucks. You didn't plan the problem, they sued you. You didn't plan the problem, you get basically a repossession and whatever happened. Everything you did not plan the problem. We're going to plan it all. From now on, we plan everything. Got it? We're going to plan the bankruptcy. We're not going to file it because we don't have to. So I want you to write down and understand, be serious, very serious. My LLC has 18 divisions. I will bankrupt a division. I'll protect my LLC and my family, my LLP, my C Corp, my S Corp, my nonprofit, my PC. I'm willing to bankrupt a division, bankrupt the hell out of that sucker, and I get another one and not bring the pain to my parent company or my family ever again. Your problem is you. Okay? I mean, I'm sorry, your way sucks. My way works. Understand something. Last year, you had 22,000 banks file bankruptcy. Banks. So they actually filed bankruptcy in a branch because every branch has a separate tax ID. What cities do this? The United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 court. Come on, pay attention. We're going to be 250 years this year. It's about damn time you understand we the people. Constitution, Bill of Rights. You don't understand it because you didn't pay attention. You did surface crap. No. We the people. Constitutional right. United States of America, 50 corporations, 50 states. Every city is a corporation. Every city is what? It's a corporation. They have filed bankruptcy in 11 cities so far. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy because they planned the problem. You didn't plan. You got your assets kicked. Why are you not living in the house you want today? If not, I'll get you one of those too. Why is the car you drive today registered to you, which is the dumbest thing in the world? I mean, I don't get it. You allow this world to control you and screw you over? I don't get it. Your car should be registered to a division because if you bump a car today, they're going to sue you. One of these bloodsucker attorneys is going to sue you. And what's going to happen is you're going to sue you and your spouse, and you're going to go to the rabbit hole. The insurance, okay, great. Let's say it's going to protect you. You still had to hire the attorney that sucks out the retainer. So now you're screwed over anyway, no matter what you do. If it was a division of a corporation, you would bankrupt the division and add the car, get rid of the damn piece of car, and get a new car. Your problem, you like being you. Being you sucks, okay? Sorry, you bring the pain home, it makes no damn sense at all. You could bankrupt a division, as banks do, cities, and basically what grocery stores do, in your face and knock it off the crap. But you do you all the time. I don't get it. Look up the damn code. It's about damn time you plan the problem because you keep bringing the pain home. Stop it. It's like I feel I got to save the world. It's ridiculous. I wish I didn't feel this feeling, believe me or not. I've been feeling this since I was a kid. Let's save the world because you know the answer to the question. It's like in school, I raised my hand because I got the answer. Teachers hated me because I had the answer. Okay, let's appeal something. I mean, why did I get somebody giving me crap? Feel submitted, okay? So I'm getting spanked for 10 minutes. I didn't say anything wrong. But again, this is what happens. So what happens? Understand. I want you to plan the problem. I want you to plan the problem. I want you to stop bringing the pain home. I have felt since I was a kid, I need to save the world. I wish I could get rid of that feeling. I wish I could. I wish I could. Okay? Because people don't appreciate, they don't respect, they keep scrolling, they don't pay attention enough. And it's like, it's like someone scratching a damn chalkboard. There. No damn inquiry. There, no inquiry. There, no inquiry. There, no inquiry. Stop screwing over your family. You do it every day. It's ridiculous. An American Express Gold or Platinum card does not have a damn inquiry. It's under tax ID. It's under what? Tax ID. If you could stop scrolling long enough to change your life, I'll change it for you. I'll hand you the cookie. But again, unfortunately, what happens is people don't listen enough and they scroll too damn much. These cards are paid over time limit 100,000. 100,000. If we could count, there's 300,000. If we could count, there's 600,000. If we could count, there's 900,000. If we could count, there's $1,000,000 right there. If we could count, there's 300,000 more for a bonus. Come on, this is ridiculous. There's $1,300,000 for everybody. It all says Ray Reynolds University. Do you not understand? You could change your life today. Unfortunately, you're too busy scrolling. What happens is very simple: no inquiry. That entitles you to a blueprint loan. A blueprint loan. That's what it entitles you to. This blueprint loan is up to 250,000. Remember, I showed you that per entity, 250. That could be 4 escrows. 4 escrows. If I have transaction based, understand what happens next. Please understand. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business, it's very simple. I wrote that when I was 14, put it out there at the age of 16 years old. But again, this is what I've done all my life. See, American Express Blueprint Loan, the personal credit has to be a 660 plus. It has to be 1 year in business and an average income of 3,000. That's it. I can get you a blueprint loan using my history if you want and help you do that as well. So I can use me to get you a blueprint loan for your organization so you can get an escrow. Here's an escrow. Today, if you drove by a storage unit, my question for you would be, why don't you own it? It's a dummy-proof business for any dummy to own it. It's run by a management company. Numbers never lie to me. If I were to check for checkbook money, $50,000 in an escrow, escrow got their 50,000. I put you in my escrows. I put you in my escrows. Okay, I'm the administrator of the escrow. You don't write me money. You don't write me checks. You write a check to the escrow. 3 people plus me write a check to escrow. I'm buying a storage unit. I'm buying a fourplex. That 50,000 after escrow closes is $5,600 a month. So this is an auto income process. Again, if you paid attention today, you could actually change your life if you want to. For instance, as an example, this is a car wash. The car wash is very simple. 4 people put 54,500 in an escrow. The income is 4132 a month forever. This is an forever income to a division of a corporation or an LLC. It's forever income. So again, we have choices if we want to do this. If we bought a storage unit based on where it's located at, that's 7,000 a month or 9,000. Which one would you like? A 7,000 or 9,000. That's a division. The division now has an income for life. You now have a paycheck to the corporation as it receives money if you choose to. But again, you have to choose to change your life and understand how to follow through. So again, $50,000, that's 5,600. Numbers never lie to people. Only people lie to people. Got it? That's 3 people plus me in an escrow. Now, if you want, you can go to classes all week and all this weekend as well. So this is called Patreon. It's 15 bucks a month. You get to go to classes and courses and all kinds of stuff, and that's all. It's in the link tree as well. So if you take a picture of this right now, the specialty class on Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning is about stock kit minutes and bylaws. Okay, for your LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. I'm going to show you exactly what needs to be done in a stock kit, page by page, and go through the process. I've been teaching in these specialty classes for over 50 years. Again, take a picture. It's in the link tree. That's this Saturday. You might want to join me in level 1, 2, and 3 as well as we do this. I'd like you to follow me on TikTok and change your life today. I'd like you to DM me in the system, DM, and follow, and tap the screen 1,000 times. Share this live. Share it, please. Share it with everybody you can. This would be you changing your life. This is Ray Reynolds, the Blueprint Live. Now we're going to begin the show kind of thing. You follow. Now understand something today. Educational contact only. Not legal, tax, financial advice. Results may vary because you might be lazy. I don't want you to be lazy. I just want to change your life. I'm going to hand you your life. I'm going to hand you what you've been trying to do your whole life. Okay, you're 75 to 30 years old. Some of you are 22 years old. Like yesterday, the kid, I'm helping him rebuild his credit. His credit sucks at 22 years old. It's ridiculous. But again, I'm going to help you get a bunch of this. I'm going to help you get $100,000 of income if you do what I ask you to do. All right, I'm going to build your lines of credit with you for you. I'm going to get your lines of credit off American Express. I'm going to help you get your ink cards, and I'm going to help you rebuild your credit the right way in the first place. But again, it's going to be up to you. There's the phone number to the office, 800-254-9506. All right, we're open from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So understand something very simple right here, okay? It's not 6 o'clock a.m. yet. We look at the time, it's 3:59. It's 3:59 in the morning. You cannot ride up the Rolex. You cannot ride up the haircut, the chef, or the wedding and all that silly stuff that I see online all the time. I'm going to tell you to fight through the pain. You have to do this because it's not easy. So what happens is very simple today. There's me in a coma at 7 years old. I was crippled for life. I begged God, pleaded with him while I'm crawling on the floor. If I could walk again, okay, I'd help people the rest of my life. That dedication to Jesus Christ, my Savior, is why I've helped you. Okay, I feel obligated to help the world change and give them all the direction. I've studied accounting and law and accounting and numbers all my life. So guess what? There's me in 1981 at the highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. Very simple. It's only 13 feet. There's me in a coma, a new one, okay, second coma. This one I actually got to die in. Okay, here's my race boat, have yachts and backyard in Huntington Harbor. These are called goodies. They're not my goodies. They belong to entities of corporations. I am a true puppet master. I control everything. I own nothing. And that's what happens. I'm always going to tell you, always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus. Keep in mind, Jesus is not a drive-through. Being a Christian's way of life, not a moment in time. I would tell you to focus on God first, family, then money. God is great. God is great all the time. We give all the glory to Him. Family, my wife and I became one 21 years ago. Money. I don't love money, but I know how to get millions and billions of it. Millions and billions. But again, it's going to be up to you. Today, if you wanted to change your life, I'd want you to change some direction. I'd like you to write down a commitment to yourself, make a promise to yourself if you would too. I'd like you to realize it's the 11th of June, 2026. We all know that now. Replace yourself. This means your organization, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, will have an entity. You'll have 3 entities of you. You have 18 entities to create $100,000 of income per month. 100,000. You'd stop bringing the pain home starting today. You'd build credit. I'll build it for you instead. I'll get you up to $100,000 income to the organization. And you're going to use the concept of auto income that I've done for 48 years. You're going to become a puppet master in training. So that promise you make to yourself today, it's very simple. I am a puppet master in training. Okay, I own nothing and control everything. Write it down, don't take a picture. From there, 18 divisions under the organization allows me to create $100,000 of income within 12 months or less. From here, I'm willing to have a reasonable paycheck. Your LLC, I'm going to convince you to turn it to an S Corp. So you use an S Corp. It's called reasonable compensation. Now you get a paycheck. S Corps had that 15.3% unemployment tax. So we're going to convert it. The other thing is the LLC is not a corporation. I'm going to make sure I recycle my paycheck with the IRS because I have a house payment. I'm going to basically do tax balancing, not tax evasion. I'm going to never bring the pain home ever again. I'm going to honor God and honor my wife. That's what I'm going to do. I pray to God you listen, you learn, you wrote it down. That would change your life starting today. Starting today, up, up, and away. That's the ultimate goal as we play this game to win. If we want to, we turn that into a mouse pad. The mouse pad, this is what it is here. This is where you change your life today. See, you could stop bringing the pain home today if you wanted to. But again, it's a choice. Our choice is very simple. If we do this today, all right, what do we do? Let's understand today what your goal should be. If we turn around today, and let's say we have an LLC, okay? We have an LLP, okay? We have a C Corp, we have an S Corp, we have a nonprofit. You might even have what's called a PC, a professional corporation. These are the categories you get to pick. Please don't allow them to do business. No rich and famous person ever did that. You're allowing them to do that. That's a mistake because what happens is if they sue these, because you did business, they're going to sue you. I'm sorry, that's what's going to happen. If we had 18 divisions under this, each one of these, whatever we have today, we'd have 18 chances to try to never bring the pain home again. We'd use borrowed money, not taxable. And what's going to happen is what's going to happen from you, this creates $100,000 of income for the organization. If you look at your SS5 form today, SS5 equals SSN equals a 1040 tax return. That's how they tax your paycheck. If we did this and convert all this to an S corporation, which I would tell you to do, because that means reasonable compensation. So this was an S corporation. This is what's reasonable compensation. This is double tax. The most indicted and actually audited companies in a C corp right here. So the C corp starts making money, please transfer it to an S corp under the 1244 or the 2553. This allows us to create 1 million of credit. 1 million allows us to get a apartment complex, car wash, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., storage unit, stock, silver, gold, or Bitcoin. Whatever we choose to do under the organization. So please take your picture. This is actually a mouse pad, and I will send you that. You can DM me in the link tree. So again, you can pick whatever color you want. Currently, we have basically black ones, red or white or blues, and that's what you get to do today. So you could actually change your life if you wanted to today, but it's up to you. I'll send it. I'll spend my $10 for you. I'll spend my $10 out of my pocket for every one of you. You see, I'm going to change your life. Okay. I already have a C corp. Keep it C. And as we start turning money, Isaac, once we start making money in that C corp and 18 divisions, we're going to convert it to an S corp. A C corp is great, but again, it's the one that's audited the most, indicted the most, because people have that double tax problem. And I'm sorry to say, but it's true. If you allow me to build your life, I'll do it for you. I will hand you the $100,000 of income. I will hand you these cards and do this with my escrows. All right, borrow money is not taxable. You will join my Puppet Master Club. You will have 18 divisions. I'll add my history to it. See, I don't care if you have an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC. What I care about is what do you have? If you don't have it, it's in the link tree. It's free. See, every corporation's free in the link tree. So it works as we play this game to win. This is auto income with me. That's the ultimate goal from you. As we do this correctly, that's $100,000 of income. Okay, I'll get you the money on the dashboard to rebuild you. We're going to use the history. Okay, that's $100,000 for the parent company and these division processes as well. Okay, that's one of you calling the office. The office is not open until 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, all right, Monica. No, that's 10 years ago. All right, all right. Well, there didn't help or did help. I don't know. So let's screenshot it, call the office. All you have to do, Monica, that's the company we had. And Monica was about 10 years ago. My goodness. Okay. Well, I've been out here all the time. So why are you not calling me before then? Why haven't you come, check this out and talk to us again? Why it's been 10 years. Okay. Let's figure where you left off. Okay. We'll help you get through that process again. All right. But again, Monica is like 10 years ago. One of our organizations that's actually just right of pandemic. So let's see where you left off. Why haven't you called us since then? Again, this is what's called auto income. Okay, auto income is very simple. When I wrote the original books of laundromat, car washes, and dry cleaners about 48 years ago, that's an auto income business. When I wrote the book about printing and even payphones, I had 22,000 payphones back then as well. So again, as we play this game, we get to win. So again, what do we get to do? This is an auto income process. Well, our goal would be very simple. If I have my LLC, my LLP, C Corp, nonprofit PC, what I'd want to do is start building credit. These are no inquiries. If I use my history, I can start popping up for you or the corporation. Again, the goal would be like in a Bank of America. Bank of America with one bank account, they'll actually hand you a checkbook for every division you have without even a tax ID, and that's what they do all the time. So it's very simple. So as you play this game to win, the ultimate goal is very simple. All we have to do is follow through, okay? And that means a line of credit for the corporation. We could actually do a line of credit for each division if you want to as well. As you build credit, and remember, Chase is one of my favorite banks. Chase cards, these are no interest rate up to 22 months. I like the Chase because of these I like no interest rate. And they're up to 50,000 each per division. So as we play this game, the goal is the game. We want to play the game to win every day. So again, 18 divisions allow us to multiply. That's what the goal should be. So each division is the line of defense. Okay, well, I don't want you to do business at your parent company because if you did and something went wrong, they would sue that parent company, they would sue you. Remember, American Express for a blueprint loan, they're looking for 660, 1 year in business and $3,000 of income per month. So it's not hard to go get it. And if I line up my history, I can help you do that too. This is a blueprint loan of 250,000. That allows 4 escrows simultaneously. The goal would be very simple. As I wrote this when I was 14, put it at 16 years old. Oh, and that's the ultimate goal for all of us. As we play the game, keep in mind what an escrow would be. If you wanted the laundromat you drove by yesterday, if it's for sale, dry cleaner, car wash. If you join my escrows, it's very simple. This is 3 of you, and with my escrow, I'm the administrator. If I line up the credit for you, here's how it works. If I got you 50,000 in credit, you're going to use about 25,000, half of that, each division. If I got you 50, 25, 75, 50, 100, 75, or 150, 100. I don't let you back yourself in a corner. What happens when you do the line of credit? For instance, let's say B of A, Wells Fargo, Chase, or US Bank here. Very simple in my hand. They give you a debit card. You already checked your escrow. Escrow closes, and the management company verifies you use the line of credit to do this, so they make sure that bill's paid first before you get your leftovers. They don't give you leftovers until the bill's paid. So in other words, that's your proceeds. Numbers don't lie, only people do. I've said it for 50 years. So what happens is $25,000 of credit, all right, tends to be about $3,200 a month for the division. You're not going to be rich. I'd like you to understand, I want you to control everything, own nothing. That's the ultimate goal for all of us as we play this game to win. If I invested 50,000 storage unit fourplex, again, if you notice numbers don't lie, only people do. That's 3 people plus me. If we took 75,000 in an escrow, again, we got more people because we're going to get to a bigger storage unit or a big apartment complex. So again, every one of us would get $7,500 income after the close of escrow. Now, I'll line you up and help you do your own if you want. You do it, we do, I do. It's simple. If you like, for instance, let's take this one. This is one we've been playing with. And here's what we did on this one here. We did it different ways. This is 81,750 normal. That's the investment to own a piece, but that gives you a guaranteed income of 4132.94 per month forever. Now it's going to go up in value anyways, so the money's going to go up. That division gets that money every month, forever. That's how it is. You just have a management company. We have a management company who manage it step by step. Now, if we took the $100,000 because we got 150, we'd think about maybe a bigger storage unit, apartment complex, something like this. Maybe Wendy's restaurant or Jack in the Box. Maybe Carl's Jr. Whatever we want, what do we see is an opportunity. We have escrows lined up all the time. This is about 10,000 a month. But now we have more people because we're trying to put $1 million in the escrow. So if we have 9 people plus me, there's $1 million as a down payment. What happens? Very simple. This would be your future. 4 divisions. This is 100,000 monthly auto income, buoyant and steady, buoyant and steady. That's the goal. So what we look at is very simple. If we replace ourselves and we turn around, look at the LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC you have, you can stop bringing the pain home. Each division will create an auto income process. This builds, if you have 18, it almost guarantees, if you just do what you're told to do, 100,000 of income to the organization. Then you have to decide your regional paycheck. This is also called auto income process, if we did this correctly. So what do we get to do? Okay, you gave permission to the IRS. You did, mommy. All I can do is tell you the truth. That SS5 form allows them to tax your paycheck, and that's what happens all the time. So remember, the paycheck was taxed. The SS5 with the IRS, very simple, and that is basically the SSN. You allowed paycheck to be taxed, all right, because we have no choice because no one told us and explained it to us. The ultimate goal is very simple as we do this. That's a 1040 tax return. Your paycheck would actually, if you from there, if you want your money back, as long as you have a house payment, you will recycle the house payment. It gets you your money back on the 1040 tax return. The S is for tax ID, EIN. The organization, what you have today, again, is probably LLC, C Corp, or S Corp. I would like the C because it's double tax to become S when it makes money, and the LLC to be what? An S corp as well. I'd like you to have an S corp because you can design your paycheck, and that's what makes sense. If you have 18 divisions, that's what the ultimate goal would be. From here, credit cards equal credit lines. So if I get the American Express card, it gives me the ability to do what? Get the credit line as we go through this process, and that's the ultimate goal as we do this. So guess what? As we play this game, it's division process. Division process is what we do. So we got to understand how to play the game to win. All right, I need to reboot the system. So basically, come right back after I reboot the system on TikTok. Hey, YouTube, sorry I had to reboot the system. All right, there was a glitch coming up and going back and forth in this. It pulsating or whatever it was. I have no idea. But best thing I was told to do is reboot that, start it again and again. And that's the goal that I did. So that's what. All right. So YouTube, sorry. I'm gonna have to repeat some things. So maybe it's a good thing or a bad thing as we do this as well. Let's figure this out. We're gonna have fun doing it as well. So I'll repeat things as well because I want you to understand how we play this game to win. Because some of you got late to the party anyway. All right. So here we go again. Okay. All right, YouTube. Guess what? We had to start over again. The pulsating on the screen. I don't know why, but we had to fix it. So guess what? Today it's very simple. We're going to start over again and again. I want you to get past go. And good morning, Mary. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning. Hey, Jeremiah. We got that too. We got Delirious. Delirious. Is that Delirious? Okay, what do we get to do? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I had to reboot the system again. Mr. Terrific. Fantastic, Mr. Terrific. We got done no. Okay, done no. What does that mean? Done no. Okay, we got different names. That's fine. We have Whisperer. Okay, fantastic. We have Bill 99. We have Drew Force. Okay, Drew Force. Okay. Danny, what do we get to do? Cam, how are we doing today? As we play this game, our goal is to go play the game to win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to reboot the system for a second. It was pulsating. It made no sense. But again, that's what happens sometimes when we do this as well. Today, we're going to write down SSN and SS5. SSN, SS5, please write it down now. The old thing, hey, Peter, how are we doing? Antonio. Hey, we have Jason. Okay, we got Jason here. Jason Williams. We have Don Price. Okay, the price is right. Always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's the name of the game. And understand once we play this game to win. So the goal would be today is to understand SS5 form. How do I get the divisions? Well, we're going to show you that as well, Isaac. Sorry, I had to reboot the system because it was pulsating on the phone. I don't know what that meant, but again, it's okay. Division process. What you want to do is call the office later today or DM me now. Go ahead, DM in the bottom or follow. We're going to get back with you as well. No worries. That's what we got to do. Got to play. All right. So because there's so many people coming in late in the pulsating, because we had like 1,000 people trying to hit us at once. All right, that's kind of crazy, but again, it's kind of good too. All right, I did and sign it. All right, I did and sign. Says you. Oh, okay. I guess you mean you signed it. Okay, fantastic. As we do this, understand you did that. Fantastic. All right, thank you for joining the live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ray Reynolds, Godfather Credit. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to get you $1,000,000 of credit. I'm going to get you the $1,000,000 credit for your organization, for you, and the division process. We're going to go through the process again and again, and we understand how to play. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Unfortunately, the phone was pulsating. It's just weird. It looked like there was 1,000 people trying to hit us at one time. That's good. I did and signed everything. All right, my typo. No problem. Now understand, I want to take you, the Ronnie, the William, all right, and everyone else, the Julie, the Isaac, and all these people, and Mark. I want to make sure you understand. We're going to take your LLC today. We're going to think about 18 divisions. We're going to take your LLP, 18 divisions. We're going to take your C Corp, 18 divisions. S Corp, 18 divisions. Nonprofit, 18 divisions, or PC. What the ultimate goal is, whatever you have set up, I'd like you to, if you don't have one, it's in the link tree, it's free. I've incorporated people for free for 50 years. All you do is pay a little filing fee. The corporation I started first was Helping Hand Industries. It cost me 10 bucks. That corp today is $30 if you want it. When today it's in the link tree. Nonprofit gets you grant money if you want grant money. Grant money is usually about $100,000+ for what your organization would be. If it's going to be, if you lost your job, let's go do nonprofit because we get grant money, get a paycheck, and let's do something good for the world. That's what I tell you to do today. Again, so I want you to set up everything that needs to be done. So let's understand today as we process this. Okay. I want you to understand the SS5 form. Learning how this works is how I help you build the 18 divisions, all right, for the organization. How I help you get the lines of credit for 150. All right, let's write it down. Bank of America, Chase, US Bank, B of A. These four banks, I can help line you up, okay, for up to 150 per these banks. So what happens is 150,000. That gives you the ability to finance your business and quit stealing money from your family. You use your personal credit to set up, I give you that. That's okay. Bank of America is an example right here in my hand. If you have one account for the parent company and you had divisions, I'll give you bank accounts for each division. You don't need tax IDs at all. So if I have a corporation or LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, the six categories, I could have a corporation with 18 bank accounts now. Each bank account's entitled to up to 150,000 on line of credit, up to 150. So our goal would be very simple. Let's finance the business. Let me explain to you the SS5, SS4, and let's make sure you understand. I'm going to build you the lines of credit up to 150 for these corporations that you have today or divisions. Our goal would be looking at 10 cards. My favorite card is going to be Amex because it gets me a blueprint loan up to 250,000, and there's no inquiry to get these under division process. So again, no inquiry at all. If we looked at Chase, I like to Chase because it's in cards. They have 6 in cards up to literally 50,000 each, and there's no interest up to literally 22 months, and that's the goal. So if we position this right, we're going to understand. So please pay attention very carefully today. It's an SS5 form. All right, mom, you signed the form when you were born. Very simple. That is the application for Social Security card. What happens very simple from there is you got basically a paycheck, you were taxed. See what happens, mommy had to sign the form because it's federally mandated because Nixon took the gold standard out in August in 71. So mommy signs the form. You don't know there's even an SS5. There's an example for you in the link tree below. You can actually change your name today if you want to under the Fair Lending Act and the Fair Credit Reporting Act if you had identity theft or something screwed up. By doing that, it would set up an alternative credit file. It does not stop you from being obligated for your bills. So don't think you're going to not pay your bills. You don't want to be a crook. This is the card you got, mommy gave you at 14 to 18 years old. And it's very simple. You're an adult, you sign it with ink. As a child, you don't sign it unless you have a job. It says basically flat out, do not carry with you. Right there, it says do not use for ID purposes and do not laminate it. Okay. So again, since you use it for ID purposes, you could actually help yourself reverse bad credit if you have bad credit in the first place, if you wanted to. Okay, it's a choice. Now understand, this is where the Social Security number was actually created. Mommy signed the form, hospital, you were born. The government bonded you up to 35 million apiece. When we pass, the bond is stopped. That's why the hospital has a time of when we pass, okay? They have to tell the state and federal government that. So we're bonded, all right? During that process, we're alive, okay? The SS5 equals SS what? Is SSN 1040 tax return. Your paycheck was taxed, you got the leftover, and you didn't really understand how that worked. The moment mommy signed this, she gave permission to do this, and you transferred it when you got your job by filling in an application for credit, an application for a job. That's what you did. The job, the employer, because you're a W 2 employee, they tax your paycheck because you gave them permission to do so. And then what happens is the leftovers for you as you play this game to win. Understand? Now, if we look at that form here, all right, that's the problem. We keep using our personal credit to start a business. That's okay, but to run it, the answer is no. We're going to focus on the SS4 form. The application for your employee identification number, EIN, tax ID, that's for your parent company. That is your LLC, your LLP, your C Corp, your nonprofit, your PC. What I'd like you to focus on this form here, if we focus it very carefully, I want you to understand what it does. So this form allows us flat out for our parent company, we get to do this the correct way. Let's understand what this means today. Okay, so what happens? Your parent company, let's say you have an LLC, okay, an LLP, okay, a C Corp, an S Corp, a nonprofit, all right, Corp, or a PC, professional corp. So understand something. The LLC and LLP are not corporations. They're actually fed off a sole proprietor. So what happens is very simple. If you allow these businesses to do business, all right, if they got sued, they would sue you because you signed the bank account. That's your parent company. You signed the bank account. You're the one who's signing everything else. Your name's all over the place, and this is your EIN. It's also known as your tax ID. Okay? So the tax ID form here, all right, is what happens if you do business that way. If you look at entity right here, right there, you could times that times 18. Got it so far? Now, what happens is on the entities, every entity you have can get its own credit file called Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. But again, your choice. So if we take the form and we look at the different things we can do with it, I'd like you to write down flat out, there's 26 ways to use it, not abuse it, okay? 26 ways. So we're going to go here. There's 26 ways to use this form right here. 26 ways, okay? If we have a problem and had to file a bankruptcy called a BK, all right, it would be based on each division, each tax ID. So what happens is your banks had the problem last year. Your banks bankrupt 22,000 locations. If we take entity right here, once again, we would times it by 18. 18. Here it says individual person. So you're entitled to 3 of these if you don't know this, okay? So you could have 3 divisions of you, okay, right here. It allows you to do this, and you could actually have an alternative credit file. That would be the business Experian, TransUnion, Equifax reports. So again, you don't have to steal from your family. See what it says here is company name right here, okay? It also says entity, it's a division. The following thing is the SS4 form. Remember, each one of these entities can create $250,000 of credit, and you can build a corporate umbrella. That follows tax ID. If we use this correctly, understand, rich and famous people receive money under the SS4. I haven't had a paycheck for 40 years because everything I've ever created goes to the SS4. All right, SS4 receives money, no taxes due till we're profitable. Borrow money is not taxable. So if we would use the right money to build the business, we would not hurt ourselves at all. So again, I'd like you to think about a couple of things as you do this today. All right, your choice is very simple as you learn to play the game to win. Remember something, please. The SS5 is what they gave you, and the reality is you didn't realize there's an SS5 because that's your SSYN. So I want you to learn to play, please. Please pay attention. This is our danger zone, okay? This is makes us ducks and sheep. This allows us to do something different, and we can have entity. Now, I want you to write down, I'm willing to lose a division. Can you write it down, please? I'm willing to lose a division. Write it down. I'm willing to lose a division. Again, write down, I'm willing to lose a division. Here's our problem. Okay? Rich and famous people don't do what you're trying to do. They don't let their parent company do business. They own companies. They're companies, and they can bankrupt a company without hurting the family. Right now, I'd like you to write down, never bring the pain home. In other words, quit hurting your family. What are we going to do? Your name's right there. You get 3 of these. Alternative for you. You get 3 divisions of yourself right there. Here, what happens? Banking and credit purposes. Right there, right there, right there. Come on. So if I have this, and all right, I'm going to pick on Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and U.S. Bank. They will give us a line of credit up to 150 right here, up to 150. If we did this correctly, like B of A, Bank of America will give you an account. If you have 18 divisions added, they'll give you bank accounts for that without even having tax IDs, okay? So if you position yourself correctly the right way, if you wanted to, you could have 50 accounts at Bank of America. That would line you up for basically 150,000 per entity, up to 150, but it's up to you how much you want to build. This would represent 2.7 million, by the way. 2.7 million. All I know is when I created Winning the Game of Business, I basically got to teach Ted Turner, All right, years and years ago, there's 26 ways you use the form, not abuse it. That's when I created this at 14, put it out there when I was 16 years old. So again, it's going to be up to you as you play this game to win. I just want you to win the game. Is that okay? We win? Here's what we have to look at again. Here's our SS5. We're taxed, paycheck, SSN, no matter what we do. There's no tax due till we're profitable. SS4 doesn't pay tax until you're profitable. Borrowed money's not taxable. So if you wrote down flat out, borrowed money's not taxable, and I hand you 100,000 credit, would you run your business, please? Would you quit screwing up, please? Okay. If I hand you a line of credit, all right. How about I get you ink cards? Very simple. I'll do the work for you. I'll build your company for you. Simple. This is basic corporations and legal persons right here. I'm not here to be shape an attorney, but I want you to pay attention because no one taught you what you needed to really know. Okay, that's what happens all the time. All right, we break it down. A legal person may sue or be sued. It's right here. It's right here. So every corporation can have entities. The banks last year bankrupt locations. They bankrupt locations, and that's the problem. We don't need to bankrupt ourselves. Again, I want you to compare these two. I want you to master these. I want you to be a corporation. I want you to be a puppet master. That means you understand how it works. You have your foundation, how it works. The SS5 form is SSN. It's right here. It's in the link tree as well. There's Social Security number. Name to be shown on card when you're born, whatever you want to put. If you wanted to change your name because you have identity theft, which happens a lot, okay, you could do that instead of an alternative credit file, but you still have to pay your debts. Just because you got it off your credit file doesn't mean it disappeared from here, because if you think it is, when they do a title search, they're going to find it anyway. So let's understand. The SS4 form, Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, application number, all right, for use by corporations. See, they had to amend the rules for LLCs and LLPs. An LLC and LLP is not a corporation, it's a legal person. No, it's a limited liability company. It's fed off sole proprietor. That's why they talk about that 15.3% tax, because it's not a corporation. All right, if you had a corporation here, they don't talk about the 15.3% tax. They don't have to. Again, what happens is here, all right, SS4, application employee identification number, entities right here again, and it also says individual person. I want you to think about something right now. When blank hits the fan, we hurt our family. We got to stop that. What my goal has always been for 50 years is to help try to change the world as much as I can, because I feel I'm obligated to do that. Simple. Bankruptcy. I don't want to file bankruptcy, but if I have a division, I will bankrupt the division under the tax ID. I will not hurt my family ever again. Never, never, never. There's no reason to do that. We should never have bad credit, by the way. We should never have bad credit. We should add a division process. Bad credit should never be existing because, all right, 77, I wrote the rules. Oldest credit card, fluctuation, 29% rule, 29%. It's very simple. That's how it works. From there, all cards fluctuate. These two do not, but two. These are American Express cards. These are my cards. I don't have, all right, a problem with credit. I maintain an 846. Every one of you should do the same thing, by the way, because it's not hard to. Here's my wife's cards. See, my wife and I became one 21 years ago when we got married under God's eyes. That's how it works. We have safety credit, $100,000. You lost your job today, I tell you to flat out what? Take your credit cards and increase every limit you got. I want you to create as much credit as you can because you got to buy time. Because you don't know when the next job's going to come up or next opportunity. So 100,000 of credit would make sense. If we maxed out the American Express Gold or Platinum cards, your score would never drop. Never, never drop. These are my wife's cards. These are my cards. So understand something. Maintaining an 846 isn't hard to do. We're not using our personal credit to finance a business because that'd make no sense. Start the business, I give you that because that's the only money you have to start it. It's in the link tree. All corporations are free. All right, share, share, share. Tap the live. All right, what you do and what you DM me, and I'll get it back with you as well. And follow, follow, follow. That's all you got to do. So understand something today. If something went wrong, it's a division. Please write it down. Division's a duck and a sheep. Division's a duck and a sheep. Sorry, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my parent company, not my family. I don't want you hurting your family ever again. You got it so far? I want you to never bring the pain home. Please listen very carefully. If we have our 18 divisions, understand. Here's American Express telling you flat out to your face, they'll hand you 99 cards, 99. They'll give you no tax ID. They'll give you no inquiry. Here's an Amex card, platinum, right here, okay? If I got the platinum card, not only do I get my points, so I only get the bonus, I get the lounge, I get the first class and all these other stuff. That's great. But there's no inquiry. If I have one per division, here's three, it's 300,000. Here's six, 600,000. Here's nine, 900,000. Here's an extra million right there. So here's a million three to a million two right in my hand. My goal is very simple. If you allow me to do this with you for you, I'll get you your Amex card. I'll use my history to do it for you as well. If you allow me to line it up for you, I'll get you a blueprint loan up to 250. That's $250,000 to finance your business. That could actually represent 4 escrows. This is their information. I'm just basically putting it out there for you. 250,000. So what happens? We have the choice to do this correctly. When I created Winning the Game of Business, I was 14 years old because I wrote something and I created something called Car Finder when I was 12 and a half years old. It's simple. I put this out when I was 16. It's winning the game of business, and that's what's happened for 50 years, trying to help you. I have 39 million people in a Puppet Master Club. You might want to join the club. This shows you exactly Amex, 660 score plus, 1 year in business, and you're making an average of $3,000 a month. That's it. You get a blueprint loan. The blueprint loan would help you get an escrow. What would it be? See, I'm sorry you did it your way. I'm going to send you a mouse pad if you want because you'll DM me and the mouse pad will show you exactly what needs to be done. And I'll have you join the Puppet Master Club if you want to do that as well. I'm going to do the work with you for you. I mean, I'm going to hand it all to you because I feel obligated to change the world as much as I can. $50,000 of credit. Numbers never lie. Listen to my words, please. All right, numbers never lie, only people lie. This is what I've felt in my whole life. Storage unit, fourplex. If I put 50,000 in an escrow, you write the check to escrow. Would you write the check from? You took it from a line of credit I built you. You're an escrow. I'm going to be administrating the escrow. I have over 5 billion of escrows lined up. 3 of you would have basically 5,600 a month for life. For life. That's what happens. So in other words, if you own something, it creates an income. It's not hard to do. You might want to join me on Patreon before it's 15 bucks a month because you're going to get basically classes, you're going to get things, courses, you're going to get all kinds of work products as well, and you get to help me help you. And that's how it works, 15 bucks a month. You see, on Saturday we have classes. I have 5 live classes. I'll be online in the morning, then I have 5 classes the whole day. The goal setting's free to the whole world. What happens at 9 o'clock is called Stock Kit. This is where you take your minutes, your bylaws, you learn what a corporate seal does, you learn what basically what's called permission slip, and it's called resolution equals permission slip, and that's the class you get to go to. But again, that's going to be up to you as well. You can do what you're doing today, that's fine. But again, I like to hold your hand if you want. I'd say join me and follow me on TikTok. Been on TikTok now 29 weeks. Okay. I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. I've never been on TikTok before because I just write checks for millions and millions of dollars. I am nationwide on radio and TV all the time and Sirius Radio as well. So again, TikTok's 29 weeks. I've got almost 20 or 76,000 followers. So I'd say follow, 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 share, 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 DM me. And that's the goal to help me help you. Help me help more people. That's the ultimate goal. I've been feeling like I'm obligated to help the world since I was a kid. So what happens this is why I started Helping Hand Industries. Ray Reynolds, the Blueprint Live. Follow me. Simple. Educational contact only, not legal, tax, or financial advice. Results may vary. Results may vary because you might be lazy. I don't know. Hopefully you're not. What do we do? Here's the phone number to call the office later today. We're open at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's 6 a.m. Right now it's only 4:38 in the morning. 4:38 in the morning. Okay, so we're not open yet. Got it so far? Again, I'm here because I'm up every day at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to help people as much as I can. So you can message me, you can DM me, you can follow, and share, share, share. Share the live with everybody. Please share it to everybody you can. Help me help you. What a concept. Now, I'm going to talk about fighting through the pain because unfortunately, we all do. Some of us, our friends and family, rip us off. I was born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. My mother put me in a trash can when I was born. It kind of sucks. It kind of pissed me off. So I wanted to study law and accounting. Okay, and that's what I did, numbers. Me, I was in a coma at 7 years old. All right, he didn't walk. I prayed God let me walk. He did, and I promised that day if I could walk, I'd help the world, change the world as much as I can. That's why I feel I'm obligated to help every one of you. Jesus is not a drive-through. Here's my last coma. I got to die in 2009 at 5:41 in July 5th. So guess what? If you want like goodies, let me know. I'll help you get your own goodies. You can verify I brought in my first billion structure at the age 21. Do your research on me, please. Okay? You see, again, being a Christian's not, a way of life. It's being a Christian's way of life, not a moment in time. Jesus is not a drive-through. For me, it's always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to focus on God, family, and money. God is number one, always, always, always. You say my life so many times. It's ridiculous. From there, my family, my wife and I became one 21 years ago. So understand what happens today is very simple. I have 6 beautiful kids. They all have 800 scores. I have 13 grandkids. If you want to change your life today, you'd have to become a puppet master and allow me to rebuild your life personally. And that's what I would do for every one of you. So what it means, I'd like you to make a promise to yourself, if you would please. This is other promises. You can make a promise to yourself. It is June 11th, 2026. First of all, we'd have to stop bringing the pain home. You have to replace yourself. That means your corporation, LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, has a division of yourself. Also 18 divisions. You would stop bringing the pain home starting now. Okay? We would take the 18 divisions and I would build you credit to get you in an escrow and I would guarantee 100,000 of income to your organization if you do what you're told to do. All you got to do is let me do it for you. Is that okay? It's auto income. Auto income is a process. So what do we get to do? It's very simple. If we make a commitment to ourselves, it'll be very simple today. We'd write down, I'm promising myself to do the following. I promise to myself. You got to make a promise to yourself. You have to be in writing. All right. As of today, all right, I'm a puppet master in training. All right, own nothing, but I control everything. That's the ultimate goal. From here, I have 18 divisions under my organization. It allows me 100,000 of income within 12 months or less. All right, 12 months from now, I will have 100,000 income, like I said, put it in writing. These are commitments to yourself as well. I will have a reasonable paycheck. Okay. I will recycle my paycheck. I will basically let the IRS give me my money back because I have a house payment. I will do tax balancing, not tax evasion. I will never bring the pain home again because I'm 18 divisions and I'm doing it right now. And I will honor God and honor my wife. If you focus on this and you wrote it down word by word, your brain is going to record this. This is the goal for every one of you. The ultimate goal for all of us is very simple today. Our goal would be this. This would be your future. This would be your future. Take a picture, please. Take a picture because that's your future. I pray you wrote it down because you need to write it down. All I know is when I write things, my brain records, and that helps me remember everything. And I have an IQ off the chart with recalling most things. And I rhyme once in a while, and I also stutter once in a while too. That's how it works. So if you wrote it down, there's your future. There's how you can change your life. By the way, that's a mouse pad. If you'd like, I'll send you one. All you have to do is DM me, follow me, share the live, share the live. And what'll happen is I'll send you a black one, or red, white, or blue. Again, depends on what's in stock. We have them all in stock currently. So again, it's going to be up to you as well. So as we do this, I'd like you to focus on that mouse pad and understand there's your future. Come on, people. That's your future. If we create this auto income process and we do this right, remember, borrow money is not taxable. That means borrow money is not taxable. It reminds you that. It reminds you 100,000 a month. Never bring the pain home. It gives you the ability to do what? Structure financing your dream. I don't know why you haven't done this before, but you haven't. So let's understand something today. If I take control with you and I build your 18 divisions for you, each division will have its own credit file. Each division will have its own credit file. This means that it doesn't matter if you have an LLC, an LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. What matters is you doing what you need to do because I'll build it for you. If you don't have one of those, it's in the link tree. It's free. Free. I've been giving corporations for free for 50 years. Auto income with me, that's the goal as we do this. So understand. I will use my dashboards for you. I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. Okay. I only like 10 of them. Sorry, I think most of them suck. All right. That's how I feel. So again, I will never pull punches. I'll tell you the truth. And I'm going to make sure you understand. All right. Transparency is not a problem because I'm going to show you every step of the way what needs to be done. And you can verify me. That's 1,200 cards. Would you like some history yet for you or the corporation division process? Let me know. If you allow me to open your divisions for you, I add history to those files right away. That is an Experian business, the TransUnion business, and Equifax business reports. That's how we build credit right away because we have history ready to go. But again, you have to understand how this works for every one of you. Your organization, all right, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, whatever you have, keep what you have today. I'm going to add 18 divisions for you if you like, if you let me do that for you. But again, what do? Each division will create 250,000 of credit just on a blueprint loan from American Express up to that. If I create 100,000 for your parent company, would you please let me add 9 divisions immediately to add $1 million of credit? If you want to buy property, you can do that too. But again, I like to do an auto income process. Auto income is this. I wrote the books on laundromats, car washes, and dry cleaners 48 years ago. I also wrote a book on printing, and I also had my 22,000 payphones when I was 17 years old, doing 6.6 million a month. That's what I got to do. But again, it's up to you. Every one of these things, storage units, a dummy-proof business, because any dummy can own one, and I feel like a dummy sometimes. I need something new. It's an income to get you a paycheck. From here, gas station with a store, Wendy's, Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, hotel to apartments, fourplexes. These are what I call auto income. This is what creates you in a puppet master. And you're a puppet master in training. I'll do all the work for you as you're trained by me personally how to play. Remember, in Amex or Platinum, no inquiry right here, no impact on your credits right there. This allows us to understand 660, 1 year, $3,000 of income can get me a blueprint loan. Blueprint loan is up to 250,000. Again, I started this when I was 14, winning the game of business, put out there when I was 16. The escrow would be 25,000 in escrow. There'll be a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. They're ran by management companies. So what happens? I'm the administrator of the escrow, and I lined you up for escrow. You wrote a check into an escrow. When you write a check to escrow, the management company actually pays that bill on the proceeds before you get the leftover. Your leftover is after the bill's paid. They don't hand you all the money. Your leftover on this process of 25,000 is about 3,200 a month. So what happens is numbers never lie, only people do. So what happens is you're not rich. Don't try to be rich, please. Let your division create money. Let the next division get 50,000 in escrow, 5,600. Let's get another escrow, 75,000, 75,000, 7,500 a month. Let's do basically one of these. If we did this as an average, that's $81,000. If I put it into this, owning a piece, that would get me 41.32 a month for the rest of my life. That's the ultimate goal. All right, again, we can position different ways if you want as well. What does that do? If I have $100,000 in escrow, I probably want a Wendy's restaurant, a Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr. I might want a storage unit, apartment complex. I'm lining these up. You get to choose if you want to join the escrow or not. You write a check to escrow, they pay the payment. Your leftovers 96.20. No one can screw that up, by the way. Here's what happens with your parent company. Take a picture. These are your projects and future projects as well. That is $100,000 of auto income. It's called Boring and Steady. The system I wrote years ago, and I have 40. All right, and 48 years ago, I started the Puppet Master Club. Puppet Master is very simple. This is where you turn around today. You replace yourself. What does that mean? You stop bringing the pain home. Okay, you can build 100,000 of credit and income. I'll do both of those with you and for you. I'll line you up for the auto income, the process. Your choice is up to you as well. What do? Very simple. We have to go back through time and understand between you and mommy, You gave the IRS permission to tax your paycheck. There's an SS5 in the link tree. Look at the form, please understand. Mommy signed the form. All right, she agreed with the IRS to bond you 35 million apiece, and then she handed you the SSN. And then you got tax on your paycheck, and then you file your 1040 tax return. Understand, very simple. Your paycheck's taxed because you gave permission to tax your paycheck. House payment will give you the right to recycle your paycheck, get your money back if you wanted to. Of course, we want to. The S is for tax ID EIN, very simple. This is the LLC, S Corp, C Corp. This is the primary all of you have right now. I would say the LLC should become S when it makes money. And so you get a paycheck, reasonable compensation. C Corps are double taxed. And on top of it, they're most audited and the most indicted company that's out there. When you're making money, you're screwing it up. It should be an S Corp, in my opinion. What do we look at? Simple 18 divisions. A credit card would actually line you up for a credit line. That would be the goal. If you have bad credit today, please pay attention. 1977, I worked for TRW as a consultant, and I created the rules and tools. It was my suggestion of the oldest card, and fluctuation at 29%. Keep in mind today, please, 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 if you do credit repair, make sure you're licensed and bonded with the Attorney General's office. If not, Federal Trade says you're doing fraud. Don't do fraud. For everyone here, it's called an HR 991. You want to get a copy of that today too. Understand, all cards fluctuate. I'd say put a sticky at the back of the card. Don't jack it up past 29%, never 30. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. You make sure it's 29%, period. And then what you want to do is get it to 10. Understand, these fluctuate. These do not. So if I had an emergency, I would jack up my gold and platinum card no matter what I do. And if I had lost my job, I'd use these cards to buy time, money, and credit. This is 100,000 of personal credit, by the way. Okay, here's my wife's cards. We maintain an 846 right now. Today, our credit's boring and steady because we are CFOs on the behalf of corporations. If you want the book called Starting Out Right, I've written 67 books so far. So this is Starting Out Right. All right, this one is basically first is winning the credit game. In the credit game, what happens is it helps you understand what the Fair Lending Act can have you reverse bad credit. Fair Lending Act, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And some of the books you'll also see part of my Lamborghini collection and my Ferraris as well. See, they're all divisions of the process of the corporation. 21 cars in the car collection. When I worked for TRW, remember years and years ago in 77, we created, and I had on the credit bureau, it's very simple. I'm the one who created Consumer Debt Management as a nonprofit, also Consumer Credit Counseling. When Ken Yarbrough and I wrote the book on file segregation, Ken was security chief at TRW, and I was basically a consultant for them as well. Every book in the back has me at the highest kick on the planet. One of the Lamborghinis, one of the mansions, one of the yachts. See, I created my first billion-dollar structure at 21 years old. I don't know why you haven't, because you can do it right away if you want to. But again, it's a choice. Understand rules and tools, the real rules and tools. When I wrote Winning the Game of Credit, I first made it a red book because your credit's on fire. Then I made it a chess game as I updated it again and again because I became a chess master at 13 years old. People tend to not want to play with me. So winning the credit game here is very simple. All right, it's $19.99. It's in the link tree. All right, it will give you the letters for the Fair Lending Act, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It'll help you do validation verification process. See, this is what happened when I wrote the good book called Prove It or Remove It years ago. So again, what happens, every letter in this book here, even debt crisis intervention. So this will help you actually if you want to do it yourself under the Fair Lending Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act. You can write letters to the credit bureaus, quote what laws, everything else, and reverse the process of bad credit. You weren't even supposed to put your SSN, all right, literally number on an application. It says, do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, don't carry with you. Disputes to the credit bureaus, and then you also have disputes to the creditors. So the bottom line is you get to play the game and win. The book is worth it because what? Disputes to creditors as well. It's 20 bucks. It's in the link tree. I tell everyone you need to copy that right away because that way you can reverse the process of bad credit if you want to. You can also look up the HR 9991. It'll help you change your life as well as you do this as well too, as we do this process today. Next thing, what we want to do is make sure we have the ability to play this game to win. The next thing I think about this from here is if you wanted, all right, this is basically a digital copy, starting it right. I wrote this last year in dedication to my attorney, Harold Stokes, my professor and my friend who passed away. So what do we have to do? Very simple. Thoughts on things to other bureaus, all right, to well, arbitration's okay, but usually it depends if that's a collection item. If you need a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practice, that's in the link tree for free. If you want debt crisis interventions, in the link tree for free too. So the ability to play the game, starting it right, is to help you and your kids understand how to do the credit, the rules and tools that I created in '77. I wrote this last year to help everybody else. It's $9.99. Okay, it's in the link tree as well. So again, what happens? When I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years in a row, very simple. See, I'm the second largest advertiser in the world for California for 32 years in a row at the time. Every Tuesday, Orange County; every Thursday, Ontario; every Wednesday, Bonaventure, Los Angeles; every Saturday in Long Beach, California. You have verified that I've actually been the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years in a row. When I wrote this, I kind of wrote this. I wanted to call it Books for Dummies, but it's already taken. So I wrote the Millionaires Founders Kit, the blueprint of success for every one of you. Simple. It's in the link tree if you want a copy. We sold it for 5,000 a set. What happens? It gives you the 1,000 rules and tools to build $1 million company. Very simple. You're doing any work in Texas. I do work in all 50 states. Okay. I have offices in Texas, Arlington. All right, things, but these are buildings we own and assets, not mine as well. They belong to businesses that I have and entities as well. All right. Are you any relation to Ryan? Okay. Again, I don't talk about personal family because my mother put me in a trash can. All right, literally from there is why we got put in a trash can when I was born in a taxi. Kind of pissed me off. So I studied law and accounting my whole life. Again, what do we do? I'd like you to call 888-567-8688 today. I'd like you to opt out for 5 years, if you would please. Now, I want you to understand, you're sold on a mailing list today. A mailing list, you're sold right now, because what happens? You're on the dark web. If you want to get off the national mailing list, you'd call this phone number, you'd opt out for 5 years. That would give you the ability to get off the national mailing list. Then I tell you to make your utility bills and credit cards automatic payment and paperless. From there, I like you to make an extra payment on your credit cards on a weekly basis. I don't care if it's $5 or $20. I wrote a system for TRW, became a Experian in '96. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. See, I'm behind the credit system the whole time, being a consultant for 50 years. I just want to help you get past go. So again, that's what I tell you to do today. Next, if you have bad credit, I tell you to put yourself in a rapid rescore. Rapid rescore boosts your score up 80 points. See, maybe you're backed in the corner because you jacked everything up and you need some points to go up to get a credit card, reduce your debt to ratio. That would be the goal. All right, 1978. All right, I am the one who created rapid rescore and rapid refresh, by the way, too. Your mortgage company uses it to this day. How's that? I've been out there for 50 years helping people. Maybe I can help you today too. I also, in 1984, created Division Process. So you might want to get to know the Godfather Credit, what gave me the nickname. All right, things are very simple as we play this game. All right, what's new program you are coming out with? We have a new kit coming out in this next week. Okay, Division of Me, as well as other things as well. If you want a rapid rescore, it's $500 by itself. If you want 5,000 of credit, $700. If you want 10,000 of credit, it's $1,000. There you go. Again, now one of the things I like to do is talk to every client. This is very simple. I like to get on the phone with every one of you for an hour's time. I like to be on the phone with you and your partner of life. That's your spouse. Hopefully, it's your beautiful queen or your beautiful king, however you have in life, and your wife and you. What happens? My wife and I became one 21 years ago. I like to talk about your past, your present, future. I want to find out if you filed a bankruptcy. Did you seal it? Do you have a tax problem? That's important to me, understand? Because I don't want anything chased in the future. Did you ever screw American Express or Chase? Because if you did, American Express loves to sue everybody. And on top of it, they don't want to forgive you. So I might need to do a division of your name. You're allowed to do that as well. Then I'm going to talk about family. Do you have a wife, dog, cat, a fish, a bunch of kids? I don't want you bringing the pain home. If you have an LLC or corporation, you need to know that. You have 18 divisions, you need to know that. All right. Do you have an irrevocable trust? Because you'll need one. Irrevocable trust, because that's what I set up for me. And I studied John D. Rockefeller as a kid. As I studied law and accounting my whole life, that's the goal. So DM me in the system here, DM on the bottom, share, 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 and please follow, follow, follow. And you know what? We're going to reach out to you this morning when you do this to everybody. We do it all the time. So it does, bottom line, to help you. Now, irrevocable trust, let's understand house, car. The car you own today is registered to you. Your registration is to you. That makes a mistake. I'm sorry. They sue the registered owner, they sue you and your spouse. Now you have a problem called a hired attorney and the deposition, all the crap you have to go through, and that retainer is going to suck out all your money because they're called bloodsuckers. The car, listen very carefully, should be registered to a division of a corporation. Remember, I said you're willing to what lose a division of parent company or your family. So if a car is registered to a division, the division goes bankrupt, throw the sucker away, get another one. Your problem, you buy cars wrong anyway, and you don't buy a fleet price tax at the division, which you should. Every car at the dealership, they're all crooks. They're marking up cars 60%. Every dealership's a damn crook because it's simple. They even created their own credit report called Isaac 8. I mean, they're just crooks. They're not allowed to have these inquiries. They do it anyway. They're crooks, sorry to say. Car at the division. House, very simple. A house is escrow close, homestead trust. Escrow close, homestead trust. So what happens on a house? Well, it's very simple. What do we look at? All right, escrow is closed, but homestead, I'll have to show you homestead what it actually does for you because most of you don't know what that is either. Irrevocable trust, of course. Don't buy a house joint, please. Never buy a joint. You might lose the house. You both have what, a 1099-C? And that brings the pain home again. I'm going to teach you to protect yourself and plan the problem, okay? We're going to create auto income. Auto income. When I wrote Cash Flow Fee Per Time, I was 15. I put it in my book. It's in the actual book at page 6, paragraph 3. If I give you $10,000 of credit and we spend an hour on the phone, it's $2,000. Simple. That's what it is. If you don't want any credit, you would spend $1,000 and then you and your partner lights on the phone anyway. So there's no bonus credit. The difference is $1,000. If you want a position today, because I'm pretty much sold out, we have to squeeze you in. Here's my calendar. Okay, I only have one opening for coaching. I have one opening for a blueprint call. That's it. From there, you'll be with a junior or senior coach. That's how it works. Okay. So again, as we do this process, you get to learn to play the game for $1,000. This is how you would send it to me this morning. So I lock you in my schedule. If not, you call the office later today, and they'll charge you a bit more money. That's okay too. It's up to you. So again, you have the choice here. 1 hour call, blueprinting you with or without credit. Take a picture, understand. I'll give you $10,000 credit back. That means you get $8,000 above what you actually spent. Kind of fun. It's actually kind of free now. What happens? Here's my schedule. So take a picture of my schedule. Make sure you understand I'm online 6 days a week, multiple times, all the time now. On TikTok, all right, from there, from why? 29 weeks. I'm trying to do my best and get to 100,000 as fast as possible. So what do we get to do? Understand something. So basically, this is all right. This is what is this? Wednesday or Thursday? It's Thursday. Okay. What do we do? Here's the live this morning. I'll be back on live at basically a blueprint call today. Very simple. Friday we have again 3:15 in the morning, and we have basically 2 o'clock. This is analyzation class, and I'd like you to share this with everybody. Take a picture, send it to all your friends and family, and help me help you. You see, if we work together, you're going to be part of the Ray Reynolds movement again, and that's what we did as well. All right. Do you show us how to buy cars through a division? I would teach in level 3 on Saturday how to buy the car through the division process. That's what it is. See, here's our problem. The car should be fleet price tax at the division. And unfortunately, you go into the dealership and they sweat you for 5 hours and they give you 9 inquiries. I'm going to teach you to stop doing your bad habits, okay? Flat out. I'm going to tell you, sorry, don't take it offense. My way works, your way sucks. Okay, I'm just going to tell you the truth. All right, so there's your schedule. Saturday, we have the, all right, 3:15 in the morning. Goal setting. These are free. This is the Phantom program, or Patreon, I'm sorry. From here, what happens is very simple. Specialty is stock kit this week. Level 1, 2, and 3. After you play with me the whole day. What do? Every Monday, I do this at 4 o'clock on top of this. This is a little Zoom meeting with people in coaching. Answer questions as well, more and more and more. The goal is to have fun. What do we do? We're going to be doing this today at 4 o'clock because why? I'm getting impatient. Some clients are taking too damn long to close an escrow. I'm lining them up, getting position. One the other day kind of broke my heart. I got him the 250 and he wanted to use it for something else. I had to close it because it was intended to use it for escrow, and I used my bank accounts to get it. Now he's pissed off at me. He's mad at me. Well, we did it for this purpose. Now you want to use it for something else. I'm sorry. I didn't use my bank accounts to verify you to build your company because your company's sorry. This company sucks. It really does. He keeps going down the same rabbit hole. He's not fixing his problem. We actually lined it up for escrows. So again, I'm getting impatient. So today at 4 o'clock, we're going to do a class. And I'm going to teach people to leverage times 5 because I want money now, now, now. Understand. 800-254-9506. Call it 6 o'clock. I know two of you tried to call now and heard their phone ring. They're not there yet. Nobody's here besides me. 6 a.m. to 5 o'clock. Message me. DM me in the system. Follow, share. Share this with everybody. Remember, okay? It is 5:04 in the morning. You can't run up the Rolex or the haircut or the chef or the wedding kind of stuff. I've never seen so much dumb in my life, sorry to say. There's no excuse for any of you. I moved 24 times with a lot of crappy people by the time I was 11 and a half years old. I was born in a taxi. She threw me in a damn trash can. She wasn't married at the time. My fault, huh? I'm a piece of what? Been shot 3 times. First time I got shot in the back was a assault rifle riding my mini bike in a field in Torrance. He apologized. He was aiming for the other kids. He missed. I became the duck and sheep. Simple. It sucks. Got shot in the knee, got shot in the shoulder. Been knifed as well. There's no excuse for any of you. Okay? I've been to hell and back, and God assigned me to help you if you pay attention today, but it's up to you again. First coma, I was crippled, 7 years old. Second coma, I got to die, come back, and they sold my $3.7 billion. So no excuses for any of you. I died at 541 there. So the time of birth is when they bond us, and the time we pass, like I did, the bond is canceled, and they had to renew the bond. Okay, simple. What happens? I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Maybe we can play with some goodies. There's me breaking the world record of 13 feet fastest kick. If I can touch it, I can kick it. If I see it, believe me, I can go get it. That's the goal. We have the ability to play. I don't know if you like goodies, but I'll help every one of you get a bunch of goodies. See, if you can quit scrolling and paying attention, I'll rebuild your life for you, with you, and hand you the damn keys. I don't have excuses. Okay? Excuses don't put food on the table. I wrote a book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills. Because it doesn't. The reality is I'll put you in check. Again, a bunch of goodies, that's going to be up to you as well. If you want goodies and goodies, I don't know if it's a building, Lamborghini, mansions in the harbor, mansions in Big Bear, mansions in Havasu, yachts in the backyard, Lamborghinis, helicopters, and goodies and race boats, again and again and again. There's no damn excuse for any of you. Simple. 800-254-9506. Be assigned a specialist. Call at 6 o'clock or DM me here. We will call you. Believe me, you call everybody. Our system does it as well, too. So what happens is message me. Again, follow me on TikTok. Been on now 29 weeks. I'm trying to do my best. Let God do the rest. Amen to me. But TikTok said, ay, ay, ay. I have to get used to that. I was writing checks for millions of dollars in Sirius Radio and TV for 50 years. I've been online in person 50 years. TikTok's new to me. Again, I have to get used to it because I don't like the circus. I don't like that there's no real coach on TikTok. I haven't found one yet. Again, maybe you want the winning the credit game digital copy for 20 bucks. It's right there. Maybe you want the, starting it right for the kids and for you to learn about your credit, how it works for $9.99. Simple. My schedule is very simple to follow. I'm online 6 days a week and I hold hands. We sing Kumbaya and I rebuild your life and I take over. I tell you what to do. I treat you like you're 2 damn years old because you're screwing up. I don't understand. You're supposed to be a man and a man up, woman up. Why the hell don't you know what an SS5 is? Why don't you know what a homestead is? It's ridiculous. I've never seen someone dumb in my life. You're not dumb, but you're falling dumb all the time. Damn it, stop it. It's ridiculous. It pisses me off. Join. 15 bucks a month. Why? Simple. Get to the stock kit class Get the level 1, 2, and 3. Simple to do. I like simple. I want you to get your birth certificate today. Why? I want you to prove to yourself you have a paper trail proving mommy's maiden name. I want you to prove mommy's maiden name today. Today, not next week. Why? Because mommy signed the damn form. She signed that form when you were born. You didn't pay attention. Why don't you pay attention? Why do you scroll and want to watch a circus? Okay? I like your energy and the way you sell. I don't try to sell anything, I just tell you the truth. If you don't like it, go away. If you like it, listen and learn. Let's change your life. I'm not doing this for you. Do you not get that? I made a promise to Jesus Christ when I was in coma when I was 7. 7 years old, I was crippled. I used my face to go down Delane Street in Torrance as a break. When I woke up, partly, I was at the dentist's office. Joanne and Carl were arguing about $20. $20 it would have cost for the porcelain tooth. Said they got the silver tooth for like 12 years. Dee was her maid. She's an alcoholic. I'm on the couch. All right? She wakes me up on the coma, rings the bell in my face. Gotta go pee pee, little boy. I take a pee pee. Gonna take me pee pee. She's a damn alcoholic. That's her maid. What happened next? She didn't show up when I rang the bell to go pee pee. All right? This is my life to hell and back. I rode off that ugly couch on the shag carpet, the ugly orange shag carpet. I pulled myself to the pee pee. I prayed. I begged God with everything I had. Father, please let me walk. I tried arguing, negotiating with God. I said flat out, God, if you save my legs and I can walk, I will help people the rest of my life. It's the only reason I'm here. I have everything I want. I control billions of dollars. Why would I be here for anybody unless I made a promise to Jesus Christ? People take me for granted. I don't like it. I want to change your life. If you don't listen, that's your problem. Your problem is very simple. You have the ability to change your life today. Today! Instead of going, ooh, ridiculous. I've never watched so much dumb in my life. But you're not dumb. You have the ability to change your life today. I walked back to the couch after going pee-pee. God saved my life. Again, first time. I got to run. I got to jump, kick the door down at 10. The basketball hoop at 14. World record in 81. I'm here not for you. I'm here because I made a promise to Jesus Christ, my Savior. That's why I'm here. It's the only reason I'm here. If not, why would I want to be here? Why would I want to be here? Are you going to appreciate me? You're going to share the live? You're going to DM me? You're going to share, and tell the whole world Ray Reynolds is back? Son of a biscuit. Maybe get off your ass today and change your life. You should. But that's up to you. All right? I can't force you to listen and learn. You scrolling time at the TikTok thing, that's the only thing that drives me nuts. I don't get it. There's your SS5. Mommy signed the form. Mommy signed the form. Mommy signed the form. That's your application of Social Security Administration. The Social Security card. They gave you the damn card. You can change the name today if you wanted to, under the Fair Lending Act, because you have an identity theft. Simple. Mommy handed you that form, that card, you'll go get your job. What did you do? You fill out an application. The application you filled out, you gave permission to tax your paycheck. It's about damn time you understand how this works. It's about damn time you understand how it works. Instead, you're going, woo! I talk to adults, they don't know what a damn homestead is. They've never heard of an SS5. What the hell's wrong with these grown-ups? It's about time you man up and woman up. Damn. I've never watched someone's dumb in my life. I don't get it. You signed the damn card because you're an adult, or you signed it at 18 and you got a damn job. It says do not laminate. It says do not use for ID purposes. It says don't carry with you. I don't get you. I don't understand why the hell you bring the paint home in the first place. You never had to. Why did you bring the paint home? You use your money to start the business? That's called dumb. But that's okay. You use it to finance a business? Son of a biscuit. I don't get it. Your paycheck is taxed because you gave permission. Don't be a whiny baby. Stand up and man up and woman up. You want your money back? It's called an SSN, 1040 tax return. That's have a house. Then you better man up and understand this damn form. It's about damn time. I don't get it. I do not understand you. Okay? It's like I feel the world scratching the chalkboard behind my back. I'm obligated to teach you. All right? I want to change your life. How do I get you to pay attention? You're so busy falling dumb, it's ridiculous. You don't have one coach on TikTok at all, not even one. Okay? I mean, I don't get this. Okay? I don't get what you do today because what happens, you screw up. I don't get it. Look, I mean, let's understand. She's a different color. Here's the SS4 form. Okay, right here, right there. Son of a bitch, it's right there. The application for employee identification number right there. EIN. They also call it a tax ID. Who cares? But you're not listening. It's like driving me nuts. This says entity. Does it say entity or not? Do you see the word entity? Do you see entity? I don't get it. I do not understand why you do you. It makes no sense to me. Because me, it's very simple. Okay? What did I do? I created $1 billion at the age of 21 years old. $1 billion friggin' dollars. Hell, why didn't you? It's not hard to do. Son of a biscuit. That building's worth $100 million. Cars say Ray Reynolds University. 21 cars in the car collection. A guy that's not full of shit. Real stuff. Bullshit don't pay your bills. That's me with 1,013 divisions over $1 billion corporation. Billion. Billion with a B. Billion with a B. Why the hell haven't you done this for yourself? I don't understand why you don't understand an SS5. You're waiting for someone to what? Rescue you? Hell, that's not going to happen. No one's going to save you. No one's going to ever save you. You got to save yourself. It is God in you. God in you. That is your competition. God in you. You're your worst enemy. You keep bringing the damn pain home. You got to knock up that crap. It's about damn time you pay attention and you learn to play my way because your way sucks. I don't get you. Okay, what do I have to do? Get on top of the hill and yell at the whole damn world, say, knock off the shit? Do it my way because your way sucks? I don't get it. I do not understand. All right, but I made a promise to Jesus Christ to help you. Entity times 100. Individual person right here times 3. This is not hard. My wife has to remind me, and she has to help me all the time. Honey, nobody thinks like you. Why the hell not? I had to study every friggin' day. Every damn day. Every day, law and accounting, because I got to not bring the damn pain home. When you're born in a taxi and you find out mommy put you in a fucking trash can, you want out of hell. Hell. That's all I want out of hell. I didn't like being used and abused. It pissed me off. I didn't like to find out my family are billionaires and I'm a piece of what? Are you freaking kidding me? I had to prove them wrong. And that's what I did. The LLC is fed off sole proprietor. That's it. There are 9 kinds. Tell me what you got. You can't even do that. It's ridiculous. You can't tell me what type of LLC you have, and you got to think of that 15.3% employment tax. And you watch these circus clowns tell you, instead of your employees, be your employees, your children, and your wife. Ay, ay, ay. I've never seen someone dumb in my life. LLP. All right, LLC. All right, C Corp. Come on, people. S Corp. When are you going to quit scrolling and pay attention to the Godfather credit? Hell, that's me. 60 billion of credit from my clients, myself, over the years. 60 billion. But you got to do you. Go ahead. Go do you. When they sue these things here, when they sue them, they sue you. You signed the bank account. You signed the loan. You signed the damn building. You're a duck and a sheep. You like being a duck and a sheep? I've never watched someone dumb in my life. Every entity you ever do, it's on the SS4 form. I explained this to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old. I started helping Hand Industries, cost me $10 at 9 years old. Look it up, people. 9 years old, helping Hand. 100,000 credit cards came in the mail. I'm explaining to Ted Turner, I'm 9 years old. What is he, an idiot? He's supposed to be a broadcaster. He's supposed to be a genius. He's supposed to be what? Okay, I've met so many geniuses. They don't know crap. I've never watched so much dumb people in my life. I have an IQ of 203. I piss off teachers. They don't like me. Maybe I'll piss you off. Maybe you don't like me. An IQ of 203 with recall. The government sucks me out of Weaker Junior High at 14 to put me in West Coast College in this shitty program because I know I have recall. Son of a bitch, none of their damn business. Teachers didn't like me because I corrected teacher. I'm master. I got recall. I'm going to tell them what the book said. You think this is crazy? You think George Washington was the first president? That's how dumb you're acting today. Look it up. His name was John Hanson. Son of a biscuit. When are you going to act like a man and a woman and man up? Woman up. I don't get it. Your lack of knowledge is why you hurt your family every day. Why would you do that? Why would anybody hurt their family when they don't have to? I don't understand dumb. I've never seen someone dumb in my life. It just pisses me off to no end. I guess I'm supposed to hold it in. Once in a while, I'm just going to get pissed off, okay? Like it or not, that's just me. See, you won't even draw what I'm drawing because you're listening to me instead. Do both. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. I have an IQ. I rhyme. It sucks. Then when I stutter because the brain goes too fast, it pisses me off. It's embarrassing. But what do? I have to live with that crap, okay? That's why God made me, okay? My Jesus Christ, my Savior, saved my life to walk. I walk because God saved my life. I got to jump so high because God saved my life. God is everything. You're so busy doing you. All right, I'm sorry. I feel bad because you need to pay attention. It's about damn time you do what you're told to do. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old from now on. And 1 year from now, you have 100,000 of income. You're going to take care of your family and knock off your shit. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to do it for you because damn it, I'm tired of you doing you. Doing you sucks. Okay? Why? Because you don't pay attention. Individual person. I'm entitled to take this farm 26 ways, use it. I had explained it to Ted Turner. I was 9 years old. What is he, an idiot? It says individual person. Entity times 100. Damn it, why not? I had 1,013. All they have to do is grab my what? It's simple. 18 damn divisions equals 100,000 a month income. Any dummy can do that. Any dummy can do this. Damn it. Pick one. I don't care what you pick because it doesn't matter to me. Because I'm going to do it for you anyway. Then I'm going to convince you to do it my way because your way sucks. I don't like your way. I think the biggest mistake you do, I got an LLC in Wyoming. You're an idiot. Can't say that loud. You're dumb, okay? It's ridiculous. Why would you be there? You don't live in Wyoming. The LLC has to be an S corporation. Your paycheck. C corp has to be S corporation because they're double taxed. And now they're the most audited one and indicted company there is. It's ridiculous. 3, 6, 9. That's 9 divisions. That's 9 divisions. That equals 1 million of credit. Now I have a Jack in the Box. I have my basically Carl's Jr. I have my Wendy's. I have my apartment complex. I have my storage units. I have my Subway sandwiches. I have my 31 flavors. I have my Bitcoin. I have whatever I damn well please. That's 18. 18 creates $100,000 a month income. This is not brain surgery. This is common sense surgery. I don't get it. I'll never understand why this world doesn't listen. And what frustrates me about TikTok is, find me a coach on TikTok, please. Find me a real one. Please find me one. I don't see it. There's your future. That's that hard to do. But you, might as well be a ding dong. The law. I love the law in counting. I love the law in counting. Numbers don't lie to me. Numbers have never lied to me. Only people do. You want this? It's not even damn well money. It has not been money since 1971 when Nixon took the gold standard out. It's not even money. It's not even money. It's a Federal Reserve note. Read it. Damn it. Read it. That S is for entity. That SS4 is for you. It's for your parent company. I don't get it. I do not understand why you do you. Makes no sense to me. I just have to have a backup for a backup. Always have a backup for a backup because there's always some shitty thing going wrong. It's just how it works. It's crap the crap. So what do? I have the chance without hurting my family. I can do banking and credit purpose, not hurt my family. I can get taxed or not taxed. I can use borrow money that it's not taxable. I can get the American dream and offset the taxes in the first place. And then I can plan the problem. Your job, your W 2. Simple. That's right there. Mommy signed the form. You got the job. You got tax on your paycheck. You gave permission. And then you look at SS4. If they pay this, you don't pay tax, say you're profitable. If you had an application for employer, all right, a legal name of entity, individual person, right there. See, we got to plan the bankruptcy. I don't get it. 22,000 banks last year, bankrupt locations. And you got to understand, parent company, banks, B of A, bankrupt locations called branch numbers. That means separate tax IDs. This is in front of you, people. You don't pay attention. You're so busy having the same stupid rerun every day. Yesterday, the day before that, you do the same thing every day. Get your butt up earlier tomorrow morning. Play with me because I'll get you where you need to go. Anything else is a bunch of crap. Simple. You got to plan that. I don't want you to file bankruptcy. I don't want you to hurt your family. But if you did this, it hurts the family. That's a duck and a sheep. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my organization or my family. How hard is that to figure out? If I have a division, I can bankrupt the shit out of it, get another one, another one, another one, another one, good again, again, again. Right now, you have you. You have you. That's it. You. You suck. My way works, your way sucks. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I mean, you could bankrupt a division and keep the other pieces. Rich and famous do it every day in your face. Do you ever going to pay attention? You going to pay attention to cities or banks or grocery stores or me or rich and famous people? Or are you just going to go, woo? So most people do. That has no damn inquiry. Every division. Hell, I want to go play. I want to get serious enough to go play the game to win. You don't have it. You don't have the you don't have the guts. You don't have the guts. You don't have what? I'm going to give you the knowledge and I'll do the damn work for you. Maybe you don't have the guts. Maybe you don't want 250,000 line of credit. Maybe you don't want to learn winning the credit game, winning the game of business from the guy that wrote the system in the first place. Maybe you want to listen to a bunch of ding dongs. 660, 1 year in business, $3,000 revenue. That's it. That's it. You get a blueprint loan. I mean, auto income. I mean, it's just dummy proof. I bought my first Jack in the Box to a corporation. I was 19 years old. I had 22,000 pay phones, 6.6 million a month. It's not hard to do. Auto income because I can't count on anybody. I count on my wife. I count on God. That's first. Then my wife and my kids. Okay, that's okay. But my job as a man and a father, right, and as basically a husband, is I don't want to count on them because I can't because I have to do my job. My job is to take care of the family. That's my job. I count on them to love me. That's about it. I count on nothing else. God, me. It's it. It's a man's job to take care of the family. A man has to be a man. Okay? If not, he's going to be a husband because she divorces but because he's a lazy sack of doo doo. That's $4,100 a month forever. Join Patreon. $15 a month. $15 a month. It's ridiculous. It should be 1,000. It should be more, but that's what it is. Take a picture. Go to level 1, 2, and 3. Learn to buy cards, the fleet price, everything else. Stock kit. All right, minutes and bylaws, your resolution for your LLC, LLP, or even the nonprofit. It doesn't matter what you got. Take a picture. Go to class. Real class. Real class. With a guy who's been studying law and accounting since he could walk. Real class. Not these clowns out there. Simple. Blueprint call with me is very simple. I'm going to put you in check. I'm going to talk about your past, present, and future. We're going to take your past, bankruptcy, tax problem. Okay, we understand that. We're going to look at American Express or Chase, whatever you screwed up there, no problem at all. What are we going to do? I need to know if you have a family. You got a wife, dog, cat, and a fish. You got a bunch of kids. What do you got? We got to change our family. We're going to protect it. Every man's job is to protect their family, but men have brought the pain home 10 times, and women have done it 4 times for their lack of money. I don't get it. A corporation's a legal person. I show you that. A legal person have entities. Every entity is a legal person. Every one of them can have their own credit file. How hard is that to figure out? Finance the business. Irrevocable trust, we have to protect our assets. See, when I studied John D. Rockefeller as a kid, I studied the Gettys, the Kennedys, every once. I studied the Trumps. I carry everybody. How the hell they don't get probate? Your family set you up for probate. You're doing the same thing to your kids. Congratulations. It's ridiculous. Irrevocable trust. Car? You drive a car today. I mean, I don't get it. Why would you have a car registered to you when the number one lawsuit and 122,000 lawsuits are filed yesterday for bumpity bumps? You like being a duck or sheep? They're going to sue you and your spouse. The insurance take care of it, honey. How about the attorney and the retainer? They're going to suck it every dime you got. Every dime goes to the retainer. You're going to fight with your spouse because you bumped a car. Every time you have a problem, you bring the pain home. My wife, she's my queen. I will never bring the pain home. Ever. Ever. It's not acceptable for me. All right? I will basically go to whatever it took. I died in that damn coma. Came back. God wants me in an example for you. Okay, that's fine. God, that's your plan. Jesus Christ, I made your promise. I'm going to help people the rest of my life. I made that promise. You got my legs. They work. They work. Thank you, Jesus. Amen to that. But again, I built $6 million of credit in 6 weeks. All right? In the beginning, it was easy. I don't bring the pain home. Why do you? Why do you? I don't get this. I don't understand. It drives me nuts. You don't have to hurt your family ever. Car registered to you? That's called dumb. A car is fleet price tax ID division. Car dealerships milk it. They actually have an Isaac A report. They made their own damn credit report up. When I was helping Reynolds and that was fine back then too. What happened? Simple. They market the car 60%. A car, they give you inquiries because you're too dumb. They hand you a piece of paper. They sweated you for 5 hours. You signed it and said, run my credit. I'm an idiot. I don't get it. You should have signed it right above your signature. This allows one inquiry. Right there, you take a picture. You set the tone. You set the tone. You're a man, you're a woman. You be in control. You be in control. You be in control. One inquiry. That's it. They don't even own the damn car. It's owned by the bank. They get a 3% rollback from the manufacturer. They can guarantee the loan. They're screwing with you. Every inquiry they get 240 points or 240 bucks in their pocket. They're screwing you on purpose. I don't get it. It's like when you buy a house. It's escrow, close, homestead, trust. Why don't you understand a homestead? Why didn't you put it in irrevocable trust when you got the house? Why do you buy a joint, which makes no sense? If you lost the house, you both got shitty credit, and on top of it, you have an IRS bond called a 1099-C. Why would you do that to your family? Why would you not just escrow, close, married person selling separate property, homestead the sucker, put it in irrevocable trust, protect the asset, protect that? You don't hurt your family. I don't get it. Someday I'm going to get it. Someday I'm just going to scream my head off. I invented auto income as a kid. I've done this for 48 years. It's called a Puppet Master Club. Winning the game of biz sell. I wrote that at 14 years old after I invented Car Finder at 12 and a half. I put it out there when I was 16 and kept updating it. 50 years of dedication to help people because I made a promise of Jesus Christ. Cash flow every time. I own the rights to that. It's in the book. That's $2,000 because I give you 10,000 of credit back. Simple. As my wife and now on the phone. If you want, it's up to you. It's simple. You don't want the 10,000 credit? There you go. I mean, it's silly. All right, here's my schedule. Okay, they keep me full. That's simple. I have one coaching coming up. That's it. And then from there, I have one blueprint opening. That's it. Again. All right. We have the chance to change our lives. I won't be here forever. That's why my son's being trained to take over for me. He's only 12 and a half years old. He wants to take over all the time. My 6 kids are geniuses. All 6 of them. Thank God for that. Simple. Their IQs are off the chart too. So if you want that for that $900, $999, there you go. Now call the office, pay more. You're trying to take your organization, you're trying to make it do what no one else has done. I'm sorry. You don't take an LLC and run a business. LLCs don't own businesses. LLP businesses, C corp, S corp, nonprofit, PC businesses. Rich and famous people don't do it your way. I'm sorry, your way sucks. 99% of businesses fail today. 10 men, 10 times brought the pain on. Women is 4. Structure builds finance and dream. I don't get it. No structure, no finance and dream. Take your personal credit, start that business. That's fine. That's what you did. Unfortunately, I don't like it. In the link tree, I've been giving corporations for free for 50 years. Free. You pay a filing fee. That's it. Why? Because I wanted to help people. I made a promise to Jesus Christ. Okay, how do you do that? Simple as like today, anything else we do. Okay? There's your future. I mean, this is not hard to understand. I mean, this is a blueprint, okay? If you could turn around today and start paying attention, you would not screw up anymore. But again, you like being a duck or sheep. I don't get it. You have an LLC. It's a limited liability company fed off sole proprietor. That's why it has that 15.3% employment tax. It's not a corporation. Corporations don't have that problem. They don't have that problem. These two have that problem. They sue this, they will sue you and your spouse. That's flat out. Sorry, this is the truth. This S corporate or LLC, LLP should become an S corp because that allows you to file one tax return with you and the corporation till you get to $3 to $5 million. There's no taxation because you're going to offset tax with debt and everything else you do. It's like anything else. You're allowed a reasonable paycheck. That paycheck should be what it costs to pay your bills. Your SS5 form, you didn't pay attention. Hell, you know what it is, so I bring it up. It's so ridiculous. I mean, you're a man, you're a woman. What's wrong with you? Don't you want to understand how this works? I don't get it. You're highly intelligent people. This got your SSN. You filed, you got your job. They taxed your paycheck. They taxed your paycheck. Okay? You filed your 1040 tax return. You want your money back from the IRS? You must have a house payment. House payment. Instead, you hear some ding dong, a client of mine says, "Sell me the water to my house." I've never seen this of a clown as it is, but that's just my opinion. Again, what do? You get your money back, house payment. It's like you and your spouse became one under God's eyes. That's great. By the way, you pay more tax now. You're the registered owner of a car. I don't get it. When they sue this registered owner, which is you, they're going to sue your spouse. Then you're a retainer to the attorney fighting the lawsuit over the problem. Now you bring the pain home. They sucked out all your income. I don't get it. You could have planned the problem and the car could be registered to a division of a corporation instead. You could have bought the car at fleet price tax ID division. Instead, you're sitting there going, go for it. Your driver's license, insurance, registration today has your home address on it. That's called dumb. It should be an address that's mailing. Simple. If we have 3 divisions, 300,000 of credit, we get $30,000 of income. I mean, this is not brain surgery. It's never been brain surgery. I mean, can we count? Let's see, 3 is 300,000. Okay, that's 30,000 a month. 6, 600,000. 60,000 a month. 9, 900,000. Million, 100,000 a month. And then we got 3 bonus. There's the million. Here's the 3 bonuses. Wow. How hard is that to do? I mean, this is not brain surgery, people. This is the easiest thing in the world to do in the first place. And my wife will say, because she's probably watching this, knowing her or my son or somebody, honey, people don't understand. Why not? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. 6 divisions, 600,000, 60,000 a month income. 9 divisions, 900,000, 100,000 of income. This is not brain surgery. This is easy. 9 divisions. Every division gets a credit file, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Because in 1984, I invented division process and got approved by all 50 states. Simple. So every division has its own credit file. Okay. A division buys a gas station with a store, a storage unit, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., apartment complex, stock, silver, gold, Bitcoin. Everything's being done under the division process. That's called the line of defense. if is oh sorry, if we have an oh shit day, we get rid of the piece. We keep the other pieces. When I wrote the book called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills, it's true, it doesn't. Okay? Again, I know it's BS doesn't pay your bills. Maybe you can't take blunt. Have houses. Become a puppet master. All right? Why did God allow me to die and come back? And they stole my 3.7 billion. I guess to explain, so I can be frustrated and teach you how to play. I don't know why. It only took me 6 weeks to create another $1 million+. I don't have excuses. You have excuses. You're too busy following clowns and circuses. There's no real coach on TikTok. Bring it on, please. I'll go on stage and anybody right now today, and we'll go knowledge to knowledge. I'll take them all on. My IQ's 203, and I have an IQ, and I have total recall. They piss me off. I don't want to be pissed off. I'll put them in check. There's your future. Your future is basically paying attention. All right, that's a damn. I designed it for you. I designed it for the world to understand how to play the game, and I turned it into a damn mouse pad. I've spent $10 sending these out to millions of people. All right, most of them don't appreciate crap. But okay, there's your blueprint. There's your blueprint. Pick a color. You want a black one, red, white, or blue. Currently, it's still free. It's in the link tree. If you want to change your life, is it easy? No. I will hand you and I will tell you what to do, and we'll do it, and I'll do all the work for you. Never bring the pain home. Never bring the pain home. I never can do that. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? I will never bring the pain home because my wife, she's my queen. She's everything. I love watching my wife every day with her ding dongs following her through the front acre, the front of the house, or front yard's an acre and a half in the front yard, all this other land. The ding dongs follow her everywhere. My wife wants to save babies and kids. Ay, ay, ay. She wants to save the world. Save the world. Watching my queen walk around and those animals just follow her. It's like, damn. I don't know if it's, Snow White or a Wizard of Oz. It's like, hell, it's just fantasy land. It's like, it's just amazing to watch this beautiful, crazy woman who has 28 personalities. And I don't like number 21 and number 16. She knows that. I fought with my wife years ago once. I realized why. Why do that? I wrote a book that's coming out this year called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer for men. Men have to learn to shut up. Men have to not tell their bad day to their wife. That's their queen. Don't dim her eyes. Be the man. Shut up. Do your damn job. Go get it. Instead of bringing the damn pain home. You got to bite your tongue, live longer. My wife says, bite your tongue, live longer. I can take my dashboards and I can build you 100,000 of credit. Okay, I do it to people every damn day, and then we can times it and daisy chain it across the board. Properties are everything you do today. This has no inquiry. When they got Kevin his last week, 90,000 paid over time. Mindy's got one for 60,000 paid over time. There's no inquiry. Again, I position people all the time. What do? Let's get one of these. Why would we want one of these? The card here gets you a blueprint loan. A blueprint loan. You understand blueprint loan? I need to finance the business. I have no damn money. That's why you men brought the pain home 10 times. You ladies did it 4 times. You keep doing this crap. Stop it. Let's go finance the damn dream. I swear I'm going to change this world before I die again. In 2009, I thought I was doing it. Being a puppet master training people. 39 million people following the Ray Rose movement. Now all this silly stuff after Komen, all this crap. Ay, ay, ay. Can't find a real coach on TikTok besides me. 660 score. That means crappy credit. Okay, business for a year. You do 3,000 a month. You get a blueprint loan. It's right there. Damn. It's not brain surgery, people. It's understanding that borrowed money finances the business. Borrowed money is not taxable. You create an income, and then you don't have to pay tax, and debt offsets taxes. People ask me all the time, well, how are we going to pay it back, Ray? It's called auto income. I mean, come on, common sense. You buy the Wendy's restaurant, you buy the Jack in the Box, you buy the storage, you buy something. It creates an income. Quit trying to be an entrepreneur. These kids that are making money on social media, right now, they're going broke on an average of 30% of them daily. They're losing their Lamborghinis or Ferraris. They had to realize the money has to keep coming in. That's an auto income. That is basically winning the game of business. I wrote at 14. Simple. I have $10 million I've allocated for my clients right here, certified by attorneys, so I can go into an escrow. I've allocated $10 million for my clients under the Ray Reynolds LP. See, this is what's going to happen today at 4 o'clock when we talk about these things, because I'm going to give them a certificate of the stock, okay, to hold until I put them in escrow. When I actually get them in an escrow, because I'm going to leverage the hell out of the money, they hand me the stock back. Simple. See, people are afraid to do something because people are afraid because why? Because they've been ripped off by friends and family. You see, when I show my petty cash accounts alone, 247, 62, 100,000, 54. That's 263.6. When I do an escrow, because I'm getting impatient as can be, clients are taking too long to get into an escrow. I'm going to go get the escrow, and then I'm going to add it to the property when I add the asset. I'm going to do it my way a little bit. This is what's going to happen at 4 o'clock today. Take a picture. I'm going to create buckets 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to reference times 3 times 5. I have the accounts, I have the credit, I have the money, and let's just get them in the damn escrow because they're taking too damn long. I don't like it. It's impatient. What do? Some people get a calling card with me because I talk to them when they're a problem. I challenge. See, here I don't want anybody to hurt my client. If they have a problem and they're in a coach or something else, I'm available. They get a calling card. Why? We're gonna fight to the pain. I will help kick whoever's assets trying to hurt my client. I got that. You? That's an escrow. The investment group, my next goal would be, because it's going to have about 10 billion plus by next year, all right, is to go ring the bell at the stock exchange. You do, we do, I do. Simple. You decide what you want to do. Okay, simple. Coaching with 4 people, that's great. No problem. All right, 4 people in the coaching. All right, we're training right now specialists to be coaches. Why? This is my last year. I'm going to travel next year with my wife because I promised her I would. She calls this my damn hobby. She's been bugging me for over 10 years to stop doing things. You know, if there's a standard typo or something, all right, DM us, tell what typo we have. We'll correct it. Okay, it's what happens. Very simple. Next year, I'm going to take 50 of my clients that I personally coach, and I'm going to take them, all right, as I travel on a business trip. Why? If I don't coach them on a daily basis, I can't write it off. So I'm gonna use my client to write them off, take my wife what she wants to make everybody happy, because that's what I always do, and I'm gonna enjoy life. Okay? Now my coaching I'm a little more expensive. If I had 18 divisions with you today, we'd add history. That's the goal. That's the dream. Auto income with me. This, for instance, is an example. 3 months of coaching, I give you 50,000 in credit. You just gave me 8,000 bucks. 25 goes into one of these. That's 3,200 a month. In 3 months, you just paid yourself back. It's like free. I've always designed it to pay yourself back whatever you invest with me because I didn't want your money in the first place. Because you have to have skin in the game. 6 months of coaching. That's 11,000. We give some of these goodies, pay it back in 7 months. 9 months of coaching, 15,000. 12 months going 20 grand. There you are. See, that's my personal coaching with you. There's my schedule. Maybe you want to play with me at 2 o'clock today as well. We can do that today. Tomorrow we'll have an analyzation class. Saturday, live. These are free to everybody. Share it with the world, please. Help me help you. What a concept. The 9 o'clock is stock kit, minutes and bylaws. This is because here in your level 1, 2, and 3, you have to be part of what is it called, a Patreon program. 499 is a rapid, 80 points up, no problem. You want 5,000 of credit, 700. 1,000 bucks, 10,000. Simple. This is pushing your score up so you can get more green lights. You have to get rid of the debt to ratio problem you have. You backed yourself in a corner, most of you. This is the blueprint with 10,000 in credit. This is a blueprint with no credit. If it's done by this, you get me. If not, maybe it's somebody else. Call the office later today. You want 20% of commission on something? Be an affiliate. Simple. Okay, affiliate program is great. Make money. All right, Mondays I do this all the time because I want to answer questions. I want to make sure I'm accessible to the client or clients or clients to be. I don't have an excuse. Neither do you. Follow me on TikTok. Why? I'm trying to change the world. I made a promise to Jesus Christ, and that's what I did. My legs still work to this day. If I don't keep my promise, they probably wouldn't work. I have to keep my promise. That's what happens with you. Your goal is simple. Today, you could change your life if you want to. DM me on the bottom. Follow me. Share this with everybody. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Because you'll have people that, believe me, our team's going to bug you all the time. That's what they do. They bug people. 800-254-9506. It's right there. Be assigned a specialist. They'll be here in about 20 minutes. It's only 5:41 in the morning, so it is. What do we do? Play. Message me. Again, I still want you to find your birth certificate. I want you to find that mommy's maiden name is on that piece of paper so you build a paper trail, a real one. I want you to find out the SS5 in the link tree is how mommy signed it to put a bond on you when you were born for 35 million piece in the IRS. She handed you the card to get the job. It says do not laminate, don't use for any purposes, and don't carry with you. It's right there. You gave it to the employer when you got a job, so what happened is now they get to basically tax your paycheck. You gave them permission to do that. You gave them permission to do that. That's up to you as well. DM, that's all you have to do. Change your life right away. I do things pretty quick. I'm impatient. I always have been. That's me. So your paycheck's taxed. How do we get it back? The SSN and 1040 tax return because I have a house. Okay. Then I look at SS4 application entity EIN entities here, division process me here. I can create this here. 18 divisions creates that $100,000 a month income. It's right away. Within 12 months or less, you're done. You're ready to go. A corporation's a legal person. It's right there. I learned this as a kid being used and abused by Mrs. Hope. She had a poker game. I was called a piece of what in the corner to stay there and not talk to anybody. I listened to Michael Landon, Dan Blocker, Gunsmoke, and Mr. Apostle producers, and Ted Turner going blah, 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 and other people as well. Laker became an attorney. They kept boasting about a corporation being a legal person and not paying tax. I went to the library to study it. This is parent company. This is entity times 18, individual person. You can put your name there if you want to. You have 3 divisions of yourself, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Banks, banking purposes, that's what it's for. 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. So this is tax, tax, tax probably when you're gone. This is no tax due to your profitable. What a concept. SS5 equals SSN. You got a job, they tax your paycheck, you gave permission. The SS4 doesn't pay tax, so it's profitable. If something goes wrong, it's a division. It would file a bankruptcy, not the parent company or you. You protect your family at all costs. That's a man's job. A man's job is to take care of their family. They brought the pain home 10 times because of lack of knowledge and money. Ladies, you did it 4 times so far. This is called dum da da dum dum. This is a division. I would bankrupt a division versus a parent company in my family, just like banks and grocery stores and cities do. All right, getting this makes sense. I can finance the dream. I can go get the goodie. I got 10 million aside for my clients to get in an escrow so people pay attention. Simple. Bank statements help them all the time. We get to do this for verification. I become an attorney of fact. I become a CFO for some clients, not all of them. Simple. That's 463.6. I just for a petty cash account last month. What do? I'm going to go on this afternoon. I want to try something new because they're taking too damn long. We'll see if it works. Might not work, might not work. Might work too, who knows? So you might want to be part of Patreon. It's 15 bucks a month. That's it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Take your picture, you go to Stock Kid Minutes and Bylaws and level 1, 2, and 3. All right? You'll learn more in a day from me than you learn in a lifetime. I'll guarantee that too. Simple. 800-254-9506. The ability to change your life today. Today, not tomorrow, today. Positioning. The goal is how to get there, structure, financing the dream. All I know is I made a promise when I was 7 years old. I wanted to walk again. I begged God and He answered the prayer. And then I said I would help everybody the rest of my life. That's what I'm trying to do. Maybe someday you'll pay attention. Maybe you'll do what you're told to do and get in the Puppet Master Club. Who knows? I hope and pray you do. So guess what? I got to go check 19 bank accounts or things. I'm kind of late behind my schedule today. because this first one went kind of screwy a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I want to change your life, and I get pissed off pretty easy because I want to push you. I want you to go get it and knock off that silly stuff. We do our best. We let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget the end of the day. God loves us all. All right, YouTube. YouTube. All right, TikTok frustrates me. I don't like TikTok. I do TikTok to help people because there's a lot of people who need help because there's no real coach on TikTok. But again, me, I'm going to teach people how to play the game to win, and that's the ultimate goal for all of us. But again, what do? So again, someday I'm going to get my show back like I did with George Putnam, David Horowitz, Doug Avay, and all these other people. What a concept. All right, ladies and gentlemen, called The Office. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget the end of the day. God loves us all.